Zone.
And welcome to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card Game Podcast. I'm Kyle Oliver.
I'm Matt Carter.
And I'm Jay to the Bell.
We did it today. We introduced ourselves.
Yes. It's time for a break.
Actual name Justin Bell. Actual name Justin Bell.
Actual name K to the Oliver.
Actual name Matt Carter. Surname Broyle. Surname MCWA. Surname Matt Carter. WA. Surname Bloodwise. Surname Logical. Surname Justice.
Was the last one the one that came at the beginning? Was that your first name?
Yes.
You
Yes,
did
yes,
that
it
in
was.
reverse chronology.
No, it was in completely it was like
It was in an order.
early to beginning to mid.
Just scratch
That
it,
makes
maybe.
Excuse that noise.
So
There's a noise.
the last one came after Lord Logical, but before Bloodwise?
Yes.
Okay.
Precisely.
All right. Well, that's that.
We're
Podcast
here.
over.
Yeah, it was good talking to you all.
Yes. Today. What day is it today?
Today is the 18th of the
Third month.
third month of the year.
Yes, the 2015th
The month formerly-
age.
Oh, I was going to say the month formerly known as March.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I'm the artist formerly known as Prince.
And it's 9:23, which means it's
It's the
late
month
night.
now actually known as Prince.
I really like
It's
this.
Prince 18th.
Don't be blurry anymore.
It's not happening.
It's not blurry.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not blurry. Your eyes are just messed up.
Are we doing the simulcast where they can see?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're simulcasting, which is strange. Simo sounds kind of like Chimo.
Simulcasting.
Simulcast.
Simulcast.
I'm saying Simo.
Isn't it the
That's not
official
the word.
term?
I know.
The official term is simulcast, right?
Yeah, it's Simo.
Simulcast.
I always thought of
Like
it as
simultaneously?
simulcast. because
You take simultaneously.
I know that it's simultaneous, but I always thought of it as simulcast.
What podcast were we doing where I would name it He's Running the Kitchen Sink? It must have been some, like...
You know that description is very not helpful.
So down your plate of cookies, finish your glass of milk. Episode 115 is here.
At the Home Depot. What?
Oh, I tagged the Home Depot.
He's running the kitchen sink.
Yeah, I'm looking at like random Facebook stuff, and the podcast image for episode number 115 is Over Limit, I think, which
No.
is.
I remember
No.
during that podcast,
Yes.
we thought it was
We
over.
thought it was Over Limit, but that's a plant card. I don't remember what this is then.
No, the plant card's over Doomline.
No, that's not over. We'll allow this check for you.
Oh,
Right
It is
here.
over limit. You suck.
Over dash.
Oh, I have some spells.
Ah.
Oh.
So yeah,
It is
it's
Over Limit.
Oh, it is
Told
Over
you.
Limit. All right, good.
You want it?
No, the thing we were looking for a different card, and we found Over Limit instead. We were looking for the card that made you go into the battle phase twice.
Over Doomline is the one you were thinking of.
Mm.
The card I was thinking of. What happened in the podcast is we were looking.
plan?
No, that's not a faint plan. It's the card that forces your opponent to take 2 battle phases.
I know.
Mm.
And I thought it was the card with the sink.
Ah.
And then somebody was like, "Oh, Over Limit," and it
Mm.
wasn't Over Limit the card that we thought it was. I remember that.
But what is the card?
I don't know.
I assume I used this card as the picture because someone was using a deck or whatever that had like everything.
It
in
doesn't have limit in the name.
No. Yeah.
Is it a boxing card? Is it like in a ring? Is it 2 people in a ring?
No,
No.
that's
It has a picture of like a marauding captain.
I mean, this was only
No,
like
it's not. That's over.
30 episodes ago.
That was
Not that long.
That was. It's a.
It's not a feint. What are you doing?
What the heck? This is what happens when you think the
Struggle
mouse,
much.
when you think the keyboard is somewhere else, and it's not.
Why are you looking
It's
at
not
the
a faint plan.
It'll help me remember what it is.
Okay.
A player cannot attack face down monsters this turn. Okay.
Didn't we look at that last podcast?
We looked at it as like a moment ago.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Because we were looking for a card that had freed on it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Before I even came here.
yeah. This week's podcast, we
You're
are
just gonna
just
give up right there.
This week's podcast, we are discussing the potential things on the ban list, not necessarily making predictions, because we all know those will be in vain.
No.
A good point. Let's make
Like,
predictions.
look at this picture. That's a sign of things to come. It was a sign of things to come.
But it was like strangely false.
Necrotic
Yeah.
Trishula came out.
But I know there's also some interesting news, as there always is.
There's interesting news, and there's OCG ban list.
Yeah, which we'll talk about as well.
Sure.
So we'll begin with the news.
News.
Schedule time. News. Break. OCG ban list. Break.
Sure.
TCG ban list. Break. Comments. Break. End. Break.
We'll write this down. All right. So what was first? News was first.
News.
News.
News. How do you spell news? Noose?
Noose. Right.
Okay. First, we'll talk about the news.
Mm-hmm.
Then break.
Yeah.
Then OCG ban list. Was that it?
Sure.
Break.
Break. Yeah. Then TCG ban list.
Yeah. And then break me off a piece of that kick bar.
That's right. You can have another one if you want.
No.
That's a terrible idea, though.
Then break. Then QQs. Or CQs.
No, let's not take a break. Let's do something different than break.
Okay. Let's hiatus.
Yeah, hiatus.
Yeah.
Yes. And then we'll be good.
All right.
Okay, schedule set in favor.
Yeah.
So, beginning with news. I think I had a few things queued up. I don't need that. Apparently one of them was open on the page that closed. I'm cool. Okay, so,
gosh.
well, age-old, same,
It's my same wallet.
same deck box, same laptop.
Nintendo wallet.
Where'd that shirt go?
Mine?
Yeah.
It's a cougar shirt.
I wore it on Monday, literally.
You did take off your sweater, so I never noticed.
Yeah. Where's your sweater?
That sweater? I don't know. Probably in a box somewhere. I moved like twice since that.
That's
first
true.
weekend.
That's true. So what were
is
the
this?
things?
Yu-Gi-Oh organization.
We moved on to the noose.
So there's a couple things. First off, I guess we'll start with the Ultimate Duelist
Full
series.
screen that.
Time for the news.
That's great. That's really great.
Ultimate Duelist series. It's a new, I guess it's a new like circuit or kind of deal.
Stop messing around. Get back to the news. Get back to the news, man.
I'll just read the mini promo from. This is the first one, literally.
Wow.
From the
What
official
the hell
Konami
is
website.
this?
So, the Ultimate Duelist series. Are you the Ultimate Duelist? It's time to find out. The Ultimate Duelist series will test your worth against all other contenders. Earn Ultimate Duelist series points so you can take your place in the Ultimate Duelist Invitational, where only one duelist will emerge as the Ultimate Duelist.
Shut up! Stop saying Ultimate Duelist. Can you say Ultimate Duelist more?
What is the Ultimate Duelist series?
No.
The Ultimate Duelist series is an exciting new addition to Konami's organized play program. Not only does it add new tournament experience to the variety already available, and by variety they mean
One.
Mm.
I guess Dragon Duels is two.
And then you could consider forced sealed play.
Attack of the
2.5.
giant card.
You know, they should make like a battle pack with only cards that are like seals.
Sealed play.
Yeah.
What is this?
Oh, that reminds me of that amazing
Oh,
villain,
gosh.
Seal Man, who's like, he's like, your exits have been sealed, and then seals come out of everywhere. Stop.
What is that from?
It was just something that was made up.
See,
By
that's-
our
that's
group.
the animal seal?
Was it?
Yeah.
That's
Well,
so
he
good.
seals the exit with them.
Good.
The exits have been sealed.
And they're just all just wet and squishy and just
Yeah, the exits are sealed.
yeah.
Okay. Not only does it add new tournament experiences to the variety already available, it will reward you for participation in our other organized play programs. Duelists can earn UDS points by competing in UDS qualifiers held at their local official tournament stores and at public event UDS qualifiers held at YCS and WCQ tournaments.
Oh, it's going to be side to those. That's
Duelists will also earn UDS points, I was about to say at other sandwiches, at other sanctioned events such as regionals, YCS, and OTS championships.
So
Duelists
then-
can spend their points to gain entry to the Ultimate Duelist Invitational held twice a year.
It's an invitational, just like everything else, kind of.
Can I spend 4,000 points to have them fly me there?
I believe the winner of one of the qualifiers gets paid and fly to the next one to be the returning champion. Anything else? Okay. Where will it be held? Nobody cares because it doesn't matter right now. What is the Ultimate Duelist Series Invitational? It's a twice per year free tournament open to only duelists who have earned the required points. It's a 2-day event that will crown the Ultimate Duelist, who will be brought to the next Invitational to defend his or her title. In order to participate in the event, you exhaust your points that you have to pay for it. How to earn points? There's all these things right here. There's a big table for how many you get for just doing things. If you place in day 2 at Worlds, you get 100 points. You can also earn them by going to the event itself, which is strange.
Win nationals in Latin America or finalist for Worlds.
50 points.
At World Championship qualifier. Win official tournament store UDS qualifier. Judge at Judge. Just judge.
Yeah, if you just judge at events, you can get stuff.
Are you saying if I judge 3 times, I'm better than someone who wins the nationals?
Yeah. No, you just have more points.
But you have to judge at YCS, National, WCQ, or Worlds.
Those are all pretty high caliber.
How much?
That's more important.
To judge 3 times at those would take just as long to win nationals, if not longer.
How much points does it take?
Doesn't say.
Okay.
In addition to UDS points, they offer exclusive collectible prizes, beginning with an Ultimate Duelist Series lanyard. Who cares?
Give me that!
Duelists can win collectible pins based on different achievements. Images coming soon. If you get top 8, you get a lanyard, and you get a top cut pin. If you get first, you get the winner pin.
It tells you how many points you have to have in order to get in there. 100 points.
You just need 100?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Each participant, 100 UDS.
That's how much you get for participating.
No. That's
in addition to UDS points, UDS Invitational pricing coordinates with US offering a new series of lanyard pins in addition to other brand prize items.
No. It wouldn't make sense for them to give you points for going there, because then you would never have to do anything. You could just go there and just use your points from going to go to the next one and just keep doing that over and over.
I'm betting you don't need 100 points to go. You need more than 100, probably, right?
More than 100 points?
I don't know.
You know how hard? Look how hard it is. Topping at a regionals gets you like 10 points.
So you need to go to 10 regionals, play in official.
Yeah, that's true.
Play in store stuff. Participating
I don't care about you that much.
Then why does it have one that just immediately entered is exactly the same, except it says 150?
If you made 150 points and went there and had more, that's more than enough. So you can, I don't know.
Yeah, you get more stuff if you exhaust more points.
No, it says what prizes are awarded.
Everyone who participates who entered with 100 points
gets that.
That's
what if you entered with that many points, you get stuff.
So I can spend 50 points for a medal? Woohoo!
Yeah, you just get the medal.
Woo! No.
And then all 2-day participants, UDS Invitational day 2 pin, Invitational day 2 lanyard. So if you make it to day 2, you get another lanyard.
There's a top cut pin and a top cut mat. And
then there it is.
There's a belt.
That's kind
for getting first. A winner pin, the rarest pin of all.
No! Not this. Oh, no.
What?
And travel and accommodations to the next Invitational to defend your title.
Way, way too nerdy.
Well, I mean...
Like, not that this is actually nerdy, I'm just saying, like, going to PAX and seeing, like, the pin trade becoming more and more of a thing and then having it spill over into Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just, like,
take
crazy.
this
Imagine
and trade it
paying for somebody's first place pin. And there's only going to be 2 first place pins every year.
I'm going to take the pin that I get from here and trade it for another pin at PAX.
You're going to get a pin?
That's pretty legit.
I don't think any of us... Like, it's going to take us years to get enough points to get to this thing.
Your points expire after 2 years.
See, we're not going to... It's going to take us...
points expire after 2 years. That's interesting.
Yep. See, the point of this is to pay them money. Because you have to go to a bunch of stuff.
Well, yeah, it's like getting involved in this secondary thing.
The ultimate scam.
So we'd have to go to 10 regionals and top at all of them to get 100 if that's how many it takes to get in. We don't even have that many in 2 years.
No, we have like...
Well, we maybe have like 3 a year.
Yeah, we have like three or 4 a year.
No, we have probably like 5. Every like 2 months there's one, at least.
You just get 5 for participating, so you get 15 every time if you top.
Mm-hmm.
Better.
But we gotta win our ODS, our tournament store one if we have one.
Well, participate in a public event UDS qualifier, which we don't know what they are.
That's just another event.
Mm-hmm. It's a separate event.
Yeah.
Then participate in a regional. That's 5. Participate in YCS, which we don't get here ever.
We get 1
Participate
every couple of years.
in WCQ or nationals, which is in Latin America. Participate in official tournament store UDS qualifier. So that's at least at the store level, and that's just participating, and that's 10 points.
Mm-hmm. You get 30 for winning it. So you get 40 if you go and win.
Mm.
If we have one.
Brian, please.
He's probably not going to have one. It's usually at like Uncle's.
Is he a official tournament store?
Yes. But it doesn't, like, there's like big things that happen. Like there was one of those, like national qualifier things, that's only in the store one.
Mm.
And it wasn't at Brian's, it was just at another store in Washington.
Mm. And only one?
Yeah, it was just at the one store.
Hmm.
I mean, there might have been one in like other part of Washington that no one goes to, but I don't know.
Hmm.
So thoughts?
I am fine with them adding more things to distract people.
I don't care at all.
I mean, I feel like this is kind of their reaction to everybody being all like, we want different stuff like Magic.
Yeah.
Except it's not very different. That's the problem.
It's basically more tournaments, kind of.
It's more, but not really more.
I'll care when I know more.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. They also announced another thing. A really weird series. I'll have to find it. I think they have it on the official site again.
Back in black.
This is just
How
that.
dare they
Okay.
use that line?
A special Win-A-Mat public event at YCS. They'll do a new format where you can only normal summon once per turn, special summon once per turn, and then use your extra deck once per turn. And even if a card effect supplies you with an additional card, it doesn't do anything. Like all those cards are negated.
Bye. Yes, I do.
That's terrible. Normal summon Yusenju, no effect.
Yeah.
Because the effect does not apply.
Yeah. Frog Monarchs are now tier 1.
Why?
Because normal, once per turn. Special, once per turn.
Special, normal.
Special, you're Treeborn. Then normal, you're Monarch.
Okay. You can still just run traps. There's plenty of decks that work, just like Clifford's, why not? But they also said that a pendulum summoning in this format counts as the summon from your special summon and your extra deck summon, even if you don't use it from the extra deck.
What?
Because you can pendulum summon from the extra deck or from your hand, it counts as both in this format.
I like to ask the question, did I summon a monster from my extra deck?
They just said it didn't matter.
I know. It's just like, is the answer no? I didn't summon a monster from my extra deck? Then okay, then good. Then yeah, we're agreement. I did not summon a monster from my extra deck. That's all. But yeah, apparently you can't. It's error. Pendulum summoning knocks out both of those check marks.
It's an interesting idea. I think
Can you
just
simultaneous summon?
if things are summoned at the same time, it's one summon.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it literally is. That's just
send
Yu-Gi-Oh!
you summon at the same time somehow.
No. Unusable deck.
Yeah.
Now you can tribute summon my
Return
god.
of the Bling, gold chains.
I
It's
like
a
this
lava
idea.
chain. This is an interesting one. I feel like this is their, I don't know, the reaction to people's like ideas for changing the rules. It feels like they're just like, okay, let's just test it out. Maybe we will.
Yeah, I completely agree with
Because
that.
I've heard people say things like, well, maybe you can't special summon on turn 1, or maybe you can only special summon a certain amount of times per turn, kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that fix Yu-Gi-Oh! And they're like, well, I guess we'll try it then.
What about summon limit? What about summon
Summon
limit?
limit is cool. I actually liked using summon limit.
Make summon limit the actual rule.
Summon limit is a rule.
Oh, summon limit permanent.
Permanent summon limit.
No, wait.
I
You
play
can't activate
Summoning
spells
World.
during main phase 1. New rule.
Oh,
No.
that's tough.
So make what's that? Bone Lightning Rod Lord. A card.
That's just the effect of the.
You can't activate spells until the battle phase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you can activate them to your standby phase.
Really?
No.
Just kidding.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
That's
Speed
interesting.
World 3 slow.
The
World.
thing, the thing that sucks is that how are we going to find out how this actually does? Like, I'd like to see duels and
they're
stuff.
not going to support it. I don't think.
Why not?
It's just we're just going to know about it right now, and unless we participate in it, we're not going to hear anything.
They're
about
probably going to do maybe 1 or 2 features from it or whatever. Like, hey, this duel happened and this person won, and we'll be like,
it. But you
oh,
have to go like way out of your way to figure out about that.
yeah. They
So
should just be like, hey, this is cool. Here's some like advertising package for it or whatever. This is the graphic and the symbol for this kind of thing.
Yeah, I suppose that's what's nice about the UDS is that it looks like they're going to put a lot of their energy into that.
Oh, very true. Yeah.
And I'm hoping that like
this is cool.
the whole thing it looks like they might. I'll take like a leap, I guess, that they might be trying to do like the whole streaming thing with that.
That is also what I was thinking. And like YCS has its own like thing.
Yeah, so like YCS is the more, I guess, casual where they want like, not YCS, I guess. Well, yes, YCS. Regionals, YCS, they want like, kind of kids to go to those. But this seems more like a competitive. This is you have to keep track of stuff. This is like answer to Alter Reality Games kind of deal. ARG circuit. This is the Konami circuit kind of deal, where you can get points if you go to a lot of their events and build up the points too.
How is that going, by the way?
ARG?
Yeah.
Oh, it's fine, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, we didn't talk about that Hoban thing. I don't want to talk about that anymore, but did you hear about the Hoban thing that's like all big all over the Yugi tube?
No.
Random other news is that
Matt, you're gonna love this.
Don't tell me. I'll write 1 letter.
just say it.
All right, go ahead.
Just guess.
No.
Okay.
You wrote a seat.
No, I didn't.
He was cheating?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Basically, he's not. I don't think it's technically cheating.
Oh, good.
By a strict definition, but it's definitively the most unsportsmanlike conduct ever. Okay, so and especially it's not against the rules because he did that in ARG and there's like no rules.
Wait a minute. So
ARG.
let me start this by presenting you with a situation. Let's say we're both running Necros, and we both run Dijin, and you know Dijin's really good in Necros Mirage.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
There's the whole like Jin, the one that prevents special summoning.
Yeah.
Typically main deck 1, but I mean, it's a whole nother argument to talk about. Is it good in the mirror, or should you just not run it because everybody's prepared for it? Blah blah blah. It's counter to your strategy. Blah blah blah. But that aside,
okay,
assuming you both run Dijin.
All right, so I come to you when we're side decking, and I'm like, hey, we're both running with Dijin. I mean, we both kind of don't want to deal with it. Let's just get rid of it. Now, what?
I'll side it out if you side it out.
Okay. What are the problems that you might see with that situation?
Well, he's going to take out his Dijin, so I guess I'm going to keep my Dijin.
No. You both,
Patrick Hoban offers you that.
Yeah.
He will side out his if you.
And
side
you
out
see
his.
him siding it out.
You both show each other
and
siding
he
it out.
doesn't put that one back in.
Oh.
So what is like? He doesn't put it back in. So he sides it out and doesn't put it back in. So what's the problem here?
I don't see a problem.
He doesn't see a
The
problem.
problem is Patrick Hoban sided an additional copy of Dijin and sided it in.
Oh, he sided
He
two.
had
Okay.
no. He has one in the side
One
deck.
inside.
And he took it out and then
Yeah.
put it back
And
in.
he would offer people
Yeah.
and side in and then.
Isn't that great?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so it's like, it's not cheating.
Mhm.
It's just incredibly unsportsmanlike.
Pretty
He
much.
did what he told you he was going to do.
And he admitted to it, like that he was doing that.
What did he say? What he was like? You guys are.
I
bad.
didn't watch it, but
You guys are bad.
I don't know. I just think that's weird. That means to me that he doesn't think he can win by like skill and deck
Oh,
building alone.
he didn't win.
And he didn't win either.
You think you can judge me? I'm Patrick Hoban.
But I don't know. That it just became this like huge thing about like Patrick Hoban and credibility and ARG circuit. It's kind of like
Is he like-
stirring.
Oh, he stirred the pot,
Sure.
and now the stink is like wafting from.
Well, I mean, that you brought up like how is that doing it? I'm like, I don't know. Their credibility might be like rocking a little bit right now because of that. Well, they're like, I guess you could call their star duelist, their figurehead, I guess, of ARG circuit, is caught cheating kind of at their event, which gives them a bad name if they don't do anything about it.
So what did they do about it?
I don't know. I don't think they've done anything.
I don't know what they can do about it.
Oh.
Like he's banned from the next event.
You don't have to tell anybody that you are or aren't citing out or how many cards you're citing out or really anything, right?
You know that?
Yes and no.
You know that beige
Well,
like
you don't have to
garbage
tell
water
anybody
that's
thing.
like collects at the bottom of garbage cans.
What are you talking about?
Well,
When
okay.
it rains, and like the water gets into the garbage can, it kind of mixes with the garbage and just collects at the bottom.
Yeah.
So Patrick Hoban, he's like covered in that.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, but so here's the thing. So Konami, in the Konami like official rules, there's like you could easily point out like rules that are in the unsportsmanlike conduct section that he definitely
Major, minor infractions.
and what like they're like he technically went against like major infractions of sportsmanlike conduct.
Like there's like cheating major, cheating minor. There's like it's a whole different there's a whole category of like rule.
The judge rule book that they can go through and like so they know what infraction to give.
The ARG doesn't have that.
And he'd probably get like a game loss for that kind of infraction.
But ARG doesn't have that.
Well, they don't have rules. Essentially, they don't have anything that definitive.
No.
As far as we know.
Kind of a oversight in retrospect.
I figured you would just copy
The thing.
those rules currently because they're already so
They
complicated.
might have, but like no, there's no like thing that says like this is what they're using. Like you can't go look it up.
That's fair. Like you go to the tournament and you start playing and you're not like under the awareness that you're being held to a certain standard.
Yeah.
Unlike whereas you go to Konami
But,
and
like-
they have judges and that they're to a standard and that you'll be judged by them.
Just ARG have judges?
Yeah.
Okay.
So is he cheating? No. Is he breaking the rules? Probably. And that was a big controversy, I guess, this past like 2 weeks.
I love it when they raise a stink.
I mean, it's definitely unsportsmanlike and it's definitely try hard.
It's a little silly.
Hey, and then I mean, if he did well, just think about it. He'd be telling his friends like, "Yeah, I totally sided a Dijin and I had one in my deck and I got all of these people."
Like you know how instantly people would realize he does that. Like if like that ever works, that means the other person immediately saw that you have a Dijin in your deck.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, or that you didn't get it and it didn't happen. You didn't know.
Either that or it was an accident, man. I'm sorry, I didn't know. Or I run two and I just forgot.
He's a simple parlor magician.
Yeah, but that means
don't
that
we
really.
know someone who did that at some point? Like, oh, I forgot. I didn't know or something like that.
I don't know.
Bad claims are bad.
But that really calls into question pretty much all his tops. Like, what has he been like? He could, if he's willing to do
If
that,
he's willing to do something like that, that's
to
like,
win?
Clearly, if they see that you have a Dijin, you become a dick instantly.
like if he's willing to do that, it's like, what has he been doing? He could be doing anything.
What have you done? Like, what are you looking at me for?
Like,
I sided it out.
who knows what other? I guess you could call that like soft cheating. Like, what other kinds of soft cheating could he be doing?
Gotcha. I sided with
Is he
that
looking
man.
at the bottom card of his deck every time? Like, you know, that like the really easy stuff that you can get away with. Like when he shuffles his opponent deck, does he see a card in the middle and cut it to the bottom because he doesn't like
I think
it?
when your opponent's like sitting, looking at you slack-jawed when you use the copy of the Jin they thought you sided out, I think the only thing you can say to them is get on my level. Like, get good, please. Get good.
No, you just do it like stone cold face, like it's like what, like because like when you use it, you send it from your deck to the graveyard with Lava Chain. Like you have to like, or you're not going to summon that unless you know it's in your
You
deck.
gotta have the ultimate poker face.
You're just like you're like making rank 4 and you're just like Lava Chain. They look at it and they're like,
Oh, why is he? What's
and
he
then
gonna
they're
send?
like, "Feck."
What the hell are you doing?
Yeah. And then you know that face the other
And then
person.
they try to get your eye. They have to try to make eye contact with you. You're just like,
They look sad and confused. They're like,
you don't make eye contact with them.
Yeah, the person just like looks at the cards on the table.
they're not looking at you.
You're just like, look anywhere but at them.
Activate.
And they're shuffling their hand, just waiting.
They're not a person anymore.
Activate Necros.
They're just a
Response.
stepping stone on your way to victory.
Just like you imagine you just like looking down at your table at the Lava Chain while you're playing. Like activate this.
Yep.
Okay, attack for game.
Yep.
Like
In the zone.
It's like, did you just cheat? Sorry, I'm just looking ahead to my next turn. I'm just looking ahead to my next turn.
no, the best part is I'm sure after you do that, you win the game. You don't look at them. You're like, good game, guy. And you like you hand them a handshake while you're not looking at their face at all, right?
Like
That's what you do.
You're packing up your deck and you're just like,
Like what else would you do? Good game, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
wait a minute. Good luck next round. You get out of there quick.
Good luck, man. Good luck.
And you hope he doesn't recognize who you are.
Yeah, that's even the worst part. It's like I think Patrick Hogan cheated. Like that guy over there. That guy looks just like Patrick Hogan.
No, the worst part is like I think Patrick Hoban just cheated, and they'll be like, oh, "What did he do?
He said he was going to side out a Dejin, and then it was still in his deck. I think he kept it in. Well, you're stupid for falling for that.
Yeah, I know.
You didn't look at it. What were you doing?
Yeah.
Checking your phone?
Yeah. That's why you gotta watch people when they side out.
How did he do it? How did he do it if you were watching him?
Yeah.
I was like, I saw him put it away. He must have had one hidden somewhere or something. Like, it would have been like you. It didn't occur to you.
That
Because,
you
like-
decide another
Like, when you stick your hand in the garbage can, you never reach the bottom. Like, you have to be on Hoban's level at the bottom to, like, think of something like that. Like, it didn't even occur to you that someone could sink that low and do that.
That's true. Exactly. It didn't occur to me.
That makes me want to do something stupid where you just have 15 cards in your side that are already in your main deck, and you just side out 15 cards every game to like look like a menace.
That's good.
You
I like
purposely
that.
bring yourself, oh wow, and have them all be the same as in your deck.
Yeah, it's like you don't side.
But you purposely try and bring yourself to the lowest common denominator, betting on the decency of people.
Yeah.
That they won't even think of you doing like disgusting, underhanded stuff.
Like, if I thought about it, I could have gotten that last step, like, what's the problem? Oh, maybe he has one
I mean, if
exactly.
you,
But
like-
I was just like, I don't want to think about this enough.
If you take it
Let's
Well, I mean, like,
analytically,
as soon as you see the
take-
Dejin, you might
you
realize.
take
Yeah,
what is
definitely.
changing, what is
No,
staying the
maybe.
same, what is staying the same, what is changing, then obviously the problem is something that is changing. It has to do with something that's changing. What's changing? The cards. You would ask, what cards is he siding? What cards is he siding out? That's the only thing.
We have no
happening.
reason to believe he'd side another copy because it's already a well-known thing in ARGs to say, would you like agree to not side in a specific card or agree to side out a card? Like they do that regularly.
Really?
Like I remember when Satara Knights were more popular, there was like a mirror match, and they're like, I won't side in Stygian Dirge if you don't. Because nobody likes that card when they're playing that deck. And it's really stupid in the mirror because you're running the same deck. It's just whoever drew it first. Like so, it's like let's have a skillful match, please. And they're like, okay.
So he took that and he
And
spit
it'd
on
be
it.
like when you're doing that and you just do it anyway and you win.
He spit on it.
But like nobody had done that before. Everybody honors the gentleman's
What if-
agreement.
What is Hollander ask something from way down there
Okay, but that
Yeah.
from moving on from
from the
Ultimate
Witchburn
Duelist series.
dueling and like competitive play to
stuff.
stuff. Yeah. Let's see. No, that's not the stuff I was looking for.
That's not-
So they announced all the summer product line for Konami. I'll just go through it real quick. We got the Duelist Pack Battle City. It's based on the ever popular classic animated TV series Battle City story arc, and it has 5 new cards.
okay.
It's released in June, and it's $2 a pack.
Better tell me what cards are in there right now.
Cross Souls Advanced Edition, nothing special there. They're making it a new mat with Chibi Dark Magician Girl and Chibi Dark Magician on it for $15. Released in July. It's called the Chibi mat. They also announced Dragons of Legend 2.
Better. Easier.
This all-foil fan favorite set picks up where the last one left off. A collection of the most popular TV cards from all 4 Yu-Gi-Oh! TV series make their debut as actual cards. And they've announced some of the interesting ones in the Japanese version of the pack, which is called something totally different. But I wanted to go to that because that was the ultimate duelist.
What is
the
World
more interesting.
Superstars?
That's the pack that we get all the like OCG stuff in.
Oh.
We're like Node and Never Disc.
Coming in
garbage.
approximately 1 month.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The Japanese one I believe is called Duelist of Destiny cards.
Get ready.
So it's got
Tunes.
more Red Eyes support.
Lord of the Red.
Yeah,
Oh,
Lord of Red.
yes.
Toon
Lord of the-
support. I told Matt before, I was like, we have caused another thing to exist. Toon support.
Yes.
And then I believe there was like one other thing.
I hope it's good.
Oh, and then there was the Horn Knights. The
what?
what are they called? The like Legendary Knights. Legendary Knight Hermos, and like the dragon fusion called the Claw of Hermos.
Club Hermos.
Legendary Knight Critias, and the Fang of Critias, and then their Uber fusion thing, Knight of Destiny, which does something crazy if I recall. No, it's like all right. And then they announced a lot of new cards for the next pack in the OCG.
You know Toon Kingdom does.
No.
Let's go first to the tunes. First we got Toon Ancient Gear Golem.
That's funny.
Literally exact same stats, Ancient Gear Golem, except he's got like big eyes. Exact same effect as Ancient Gear Golem, except can't attack the turn he summoned,
Oh.
and if you control Toon World and your opponent has no tunes, you can attack your opponent directly.
Woohoo! 3,000, baby.
Yeah, if you didn't know Ancient Gear Golem's effect, if it attacks, your opponent can't activate spells or traps, and it does piercing.
Does Toon World allow you to special summon tunes, or
No, this one you just
bad?
had to tribute summon
This
it.
is bad.
Yeah, it's just bad. Well, it doesn't have the destroy it if you don't have Toon World effect.
True. I mean, yeah, that's true.
It doesn't have a pay life points to stay on the field effect. This card is the card that brings everything.
To attack.
Oh yeah, that thing. But Toon Kingdom is the card that makes them all a thing.
Awesome.
It's a field spell.
First effect: when this card resolves, banish the top 3 cards of your deck face down.
See, that's how you know a card's good. That when you activate it, it does something terrible. It better be amazing, right?
Yeah.
Effect number 2: this face-up card is treated as Toon World.
That was kind of a given.
Effect number 3: toon monsters you control cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Effect number 4: if a toon monster or toon monsters you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish 1 card from the top of your deck face down instead for each monster that would be destroyed. Oh,
Yeah.
that's,
So tunes can't be targeted or destroyed, pretty much,
yeah. And this card can be searched for.
So,
really easily.
creature swap.
No, you can just MST this card.
But card guard. This is a card. No, this is a card you play field protector on.
Yeah, I know. This is a card that's worth playing a card like that.
You want to protect the kingdom.
Yeah. I don't know if this is like. So if this card leaves the field, I'm pretty sure your tunes will randomly die too, or if it's destroyed. So that's like the
Ancient Gear Golem.
yeah. So that's the downside of how powerful this card is, that the tunes still have the whole. If face-up Toon World on the field is destroyed, destroy this card. But you can still emergency provisions it away and they don't die.
Yeah.
That was the classic combo because it's sent to the graveyard, not destroyed.
Yes. Yes.
Well, that's an interesting
Wait a
card.
minute. But just run macro and it's not sent to the graveyard.
Yeah,
Or run 2 of these.
2.
Yeah.
Play Toon World and this.
Yeah.
Or
Then
and
if Toon
run
World,
macro.
then if Toon World gets destroyed, you just start banishing.
Then I'll just run tunes.
Oh yeah. Is
It's
it a
already-
Toon monster or card?
Substitute
Toon
Yosenju's
monster.
Okay, good.
for tunes. Substitute the Yosenju support for the tune support, and then keep in all the floodgates. There we go.
Yeah, just like this format.
I'm a genius.
So the deck is like all about special summoning tunes.
So floodgate. I mean, you turn it on, you turn it off.
You can't turn it off.
Like you normal summon HK, you're going.
With what?
You know.
It's you're gonna have to summon it in the same way you'd summon an ancient gear golem, which is not.
Which is not, yeah.
No. Shut up. I'll take out just skill drain. Skill drain. There you go.
But then what's the point of the ancient gear golem?
You don't have, who cares about the ancient gear golem when I have skill drain on the field? Now I have 3,000 big fat monsters,
You tribute
Why don't
summon.
you
and they still can't be destroyed.
Cyber ends or whatever. No, not cyber.
No.
Malefic.
No,
Yeah.
okay, you're not. First of all, you're not using this because it's terrible. It's bad. You're using all the regular tunes to special summon themselves. You have skill drain on the field so they can attack as soon as they're summoned. And who cares if they can't attack right?
No, you run this in not blue eyes, in those decks that draw now, because it can be summoned, unlike Toon Blue Eyes in your random deck, right?
Yes.
But Toon Blue Eyes is a white dragon. That's something.
This card also, it does have effects or conditions that don't apply to Ancient Gear Golem. This card can be special summoned.
Can Ancient Gear Golem not be special?
It
Though?
cannot be special summoned.
Really?
Oh, I'll bring up Ancient Gear Golem and we'll find all the differences.
They have a special card that summons it, regardless of conditions.
Ancient Gear Golem cannot be special summoned, piercing, and if attacks, your opponent can activate spells and
Oh.
traps.
Now we know.
And now this card is a searchable, uber searchable Ancient Gear Golem that just cannot attack the turn it's summoned, but it can be special summoned.
I like its background.
It's pleasant.
Yeah.
Other cards that are interesting in this pack, let's look at those Red Eyes stuff.
Lord Oda Red.
Lord of Red. Level 8 fire, dragon type, ritual monster, same stats.
So bad.
Red
already.
Eyes.
Oh, it's so
It's
bad.
got 2,400 attack,
I don't
2,100
even know what it
defense.
does.
No,
It's
it
bad.
is character's amazing. It's amazing.
All right, good.
And once returned to the other player's turn, when a card or effect other than Lord of Red is activated, target a monster in the field and destroy it. Once returned to either player's turn, when a card or effect other than Lord of the Red is activated, you can target a spell or trap on the field and destroy it.
Yeah.
Oh, so once per turn, do both?
Yeah, you can do each once.
That's pretty good. Can you do them both at the same? No, you can't.
You can't chain him to himself.
No, you can't. Yeah.
Unless they chain to him, you can chain to that. So if they like fiendish him, you can like destroy.
And you can
fiendish.
bet that the ritual spell does something.
Other than Lord of Red is activated.
Let's look at the ritual spell.
Okay, ritual spell. You can use this card to ritual summon Lord of Red. Ritual summon one Lord of Red from your hand by attributing monsters from your hand or field, or banishing Red Eyes monsters from your graveyard whose control levels equal 8 or more.
Good.
Easy money.
That's how you get the easy money. Right
Yeah.
there.
That includes Red Eyes Wyvern, doesn't it?
Yes.
But it
No.
but it might not in English.
I'm sure it does.
No, only Red Eyes Chick is not included.
Oh.
Red Eyes Wyvern is a Red
This
Eyes.
card includes a what is it? 100 Eyes Dragon
Wow.
because it has Red Eyes Dragon. It is a oversight that they made.
Really?
Yeah.
What, can I see 100 Eyes Dragon?
Uh,
Wait, that's 100 Eyes Idol. Get out of here.
huh? No, 100 Eyes Dragon. No, I think they don't have the apostrophes. There's some random cards that don't have the apostrophe.
It
Not the
doesn't have
The
dash.
hyphen.
It
Yeah.
doesn't have the dash. How?
It's a Red Eyes monster.
It is a Red Eyes monster, but it
Doesn't
yeah.
have the
That's just a
all
fun fact.
doesn't have the all important dash.
Yeah. It's a 100 Eyes Dragon.
Does it include 100 Eyes Idol?
100 Eyes. I don't know. Okay, and then the cards from the other pack that were interesting. There's an archetype called the a Row Mage that's based on gaining life points. And then there's another Toon card that I wanted to
Show me.
go along with that I thought was interesting. The Toon Saber Dragon.
Ooh.
It's just a card that I was like, this is interesting for many reasons. So Clash of Rebellions is the OCG pack that it'll get eventually.
DD Pandora.
DD Pandora.
I don't like the idea of DD Pandora.
I don't like
What do you
DD.
mean, the idea?
It's a different dimension, first continent.
Wait, is it a box?
Oh,
Or is it
could
a
be.
girl that opens a box?
Let's find out.
Let's find out.
Yeah, it's a person. So it's Pandora.
Yep, it's Pandora. She totally opens the box. Is there a box there?
She
is a box.
What?
That's inappropriate.
When does cards wait? Oh, no, it says effect.
Oh.
You gotta get it on the screen, man. You gotta get Toon Cyber Dragon.
Oh, it's so good. It's everything that I wanted in a Toon Cyber Dragon.
D Arc, the Oracle. Oh, what?
Oh,
No.
it's
Okay, we're not gonna talk about
good.
DDs. So, we got Toon Cyber Dragon.
One, Toon
Might
Cyber
refresh it.
Dragon, Internet Work, Internet Walk.
Mystic Walk.
On
Let me
Oh, it's gonna sad not appear.
doing that stuff again.
Oh, but okay. So literally, if you're there it is. It appeared. Get rid of this.
Yeah,
Oh,
he looked exactly like I want him to. He's like, sup.
So he's the same stats as Cyber Dragon, obviously. If your opponent controls a monster and you control none, you can special summon it from your hand. This card cannot attack this turn it's summoned. If you control a Toon world and your opponent controls no Toons, you can attack your opponent directly.
So what's the point of this card?
It's another level 5 Cyber Dragon.
It literally
You
is a
now
Cyber
have-
Dragon that's uber searchable.
You now have 6 Cyber Dragons, just to let you know.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it also is treated as a cyber monster. And it's also searchable by Toon Table of Contents.
So all the Cyber Dragon decks will run this in 3 Toon tables.
It'd be interesting.
I don't see why not. It
I
could.
mean, if you need to do anything with a monster that has Cyber Dragon in the name, this is one of them now.
Yeah, you can do this.
You have
I'm
six
pretty sure you can banish the cyber. What is that?
network.
Proto Cyber Dragon, not Proto. Cyber Dragon Core from your grave to special this from your deck.
That's fine.
Good.
Like you can do everything Cyber Dragon related with this card, which is awesome.
That's why he's like,
The
yeah.
only bad thing is you can't attack Dark 737, but who cares?
You're probably
That's
not gonna
kind
do
of
that.
relevant.
You can't
Is
do
this?
something.
Well, I mean that's what you do with Cyber Dragon. You special and attack, right?
But this is your material Cyber Dragon. The
Yeah,
one
this
that
is
goes
the
into
material.
stuff. Yeah.
But it also
Good on
doesn't
that
take
one.
up your Cyber Dragon name from
Yeah.
your deck. It's great.
Yeah.
The only thing it doesn't work is fusions that require Cyber Dragon.
Mm.
Just Cyber Dragon. Unless it says Cyber Dragon Monster.
No. You're still a gangster.
Mm-hmm. And it ironically helps out in Toon decks because it's like you need to get monsters on the field to tribute.
Yeah.
Cyber Dragon. What better?
Why not Zoidberg?
Why not Zoidberg?
So what does Pandora do? This card's destroyed by bounce to the graveyard, and when this card you possess is destroyed by an opponent's card effect. While you control no cards, draw 2 cards. Okay.
Bad?
Bad Bubble Man.
It's worse. It's level 5.
I didn't see that. Don't.
Wait, why did you say it was good, man?
I said it was inappropriate.
Oh.
Okay, so then there's
First thing I said.
more Red Eyes support. We've got
No,
Red
what?
Eyes, Flare Metal Dragon.
That thing looks insane. Is that a guy riding it? No. It is?
No. No.
He will be ridden by nobody.
So it's a rank 7, naturally.
Oh my goodness.
2800 attack, 2400 defense, dark,
This card's
naturally.
inappropriate for different reasons.
This isn't a Yu-Gi-Oh card either.
It's really good, though.
Yeah, this is a card that you get when you play an online phone game.
Oh.
That's
Well.
what this is.
Read and be amazed, I guess.
Okay,
But
20
some people suppose this is why they banned the Dragon Relish as well.
This card cannot be destroyed by battle.
No.
I mean, this card cannot be destroyed by card effects while it has disease material. Each time your opponent activates a card or effects while this monster has disease material, inflict 500 damage to your opponent when that card or effect resolves. Once per turn, during each of the player's turn, you can detach one disease material from this card, then target one Red Eyes normal monster in your graveyard special summon it. Okay.
It's pretty fun.
Okay. It's fine.
If you ever get 2 Red Eyes in the field, you now have this and a Red Eyes on the field.
Very true.
And it just does a bunch of damage. Which just seems to be the weird Red Eyes theme, to just burn damage.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Blue Eyes destroys spells, Dark Magician destroys monsters, and Red Eyes is fire, so it does damage.
Hit him up with that dragon gunfire.
Then we also got Return of Red Eyes.
I wonder what that does.
Return of Red Eyes. Return.
Ray Raptor return. Let's look at that next.
No.
Bad.
Oh, it's a trap.
Yep. Continuous trap. If you control a Red Eyes other than Red Eyes Black Chick, target a normal monster in your graveyard, special summon it.
Okay.
If this card is destroyed by an opponent's card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can target a Red Eyes in your graveyard except for Red Eyes Black Chick and special summon it. You can only use each once per turn.
Don't understand this.
So can you just every turn bring back a Red Eyes? That's my first question.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But then if they get rid of it, you get back a Red Eyes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wow.
look on the bright side. If they get rid of it, you get a Red Eyes.
Yeah.
So the first effect,
You can't stop them from getting a Red Eyes.
The downside of the first effect is it's a normal monster, but if they destroy it, you get a Darkness Metal, so you get back.
Ooh, yeah. Definitely don't blind image this. Don't do it.
Ah, true. True.
Mm-hmm.
And it's any normal monster, though.
Huh?
Any normal monster.
Target one normal monster in your graveyard.
Oh gosh.
Any normal
But you have to control a Red Eyes.
But you have to control Red
I
Eyes.
believe there was some weenie Red Eyes monster somewhere.
Do you know what I demand? Skilled Red Magician.
Oh, there it is.
Huh.
Black Metal Dragon.
What?
It's upright.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they've made Red Eyes and Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon. Where's the Black Metal Dragon, right? Black Metal Dragon.
So stupid.
How'd that happen? Or did it?
This looks dumb.
600 attacks, 600
No,
defense,
it's
so you can see it. You can target one Red Eyes monster.
They can't.
They might.
Oh,
The podcasts.
the podcast.
The audio people.
You're not simulcasting with us?
Audio.
For shame. Level 1.
Wow.
Level 1 Dark Dragon. 600 attacks, 600. You can target one Red Eyes monster you control except for Red Eyes Black Chick. Equip this monster from your hand or your side of the field to that target. It gains 600 attack.
Okay.
Weird. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add one Red Eyes card from your deck to your hand. Except for Red Eyes Black. Yeah, okay, so I kind of slowed down reading because I was thinking 600 attack to Red Eyes is 3,000, not 28. What?
Yeah, that's strange. It should just be 400.
Why should it be 400?
Because the Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon is 28.
Oh, well, doesn't Red Eyes just gain Metal Morph and then become Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon?
That's what we thought, but it was actually this card.
Black Metal 28.
Oh.
Wow, it looks so funny.
This card, I love this card because you can just summon it from your deck.
Oh, Red Eyes Dark.
You cannot be normal summoned or set. Must first be special summoned from your deck by attributing a Red Eyes Black Dragon equipped with Metal Morph.
Such a bad card.
What a weird card.
And then Red Eyes. Oh, these are the same.
Yeah.
That one's just got different art.
Alternate art.
Yeah, that's so random. I love cards that summon themselves from the deck.
You want to see something else random? I figured out the thing that I was trying to tell you about earlier. Give me chicken, give me liver, meow mix, please deliver.
Okay. See, then Metal Morph only gains 300 attack. So that's so
We're
random.
just still wrong.
It doesn't-
So we're still missing a card.
It doesn't
Maybe it's rare Metal Morph.
doesn't work.
No. No, it's wrong.
No. You're wrong, you're bad.
I wish they made more cards
Rare
that
Metal Funny Book
went
Combinations.
crazy with Metal Morph.
That'd be cool.
But no.
So that was the new Red Eye support. I thought that was interesting. Gotta love that Red Eye support.
You mentioned it in passing, but let's
Oh, the Romage?
yes.
Excuse
Oh, that's
the-
funny. They're all types of smells.
They are? I
Yeah.
thought they were all metals.
Jasmine?
I mean flowers. Oops.
Well, yeah, but flowers are mostly used.
Bergamot.
What's bergamot?
Bergamot? I just like the name. They are all spellcasters if it wasn't. No, they're not. They're plants. Why are they spellcasters?
They're
I'm
plants.
sad. They should be
They're
spellcasters.
plants.
Plants is always a bad idea.
Nuh-uh. And they finally made another plant archetype. They were like, the time is right.
Finally?
What do you
We
mean?
just got Sylvans. I don't even know what you're talking
Who
about.
cares about Sylvans?
You don't.
When you're
Okay, they're all about gaining life points, and they do stuff when you gain life points.
okay, this one, Jasmine. It's a level 2 plant, 19 defense. That's all that matters. That's crappy attack. When your life points are higher than your opponent's during your main phase, you can normal summon one plant type monster in addition to your normal summoner set, except for a Romage Jasmine. You can only gain this effect once per turn. One per turn if you gain life points, draw one card. Okay,
Is that a trigger?
Yeah,
Or is that a...
that's a trigger.
yeah, the trigger.
So it happens when you... Yeah.
Or no, that's not a trigger. Yeah, it is a trigger. Yeah. Sorry. It says right there. There's a trigger.
Oh, she looks weird.
Her face looks dumb.
It's a trigger, not an ignition. Okay.
Yeah.
Magnify.
Oh, she's got glasses. I
like
thought
the
she
way
had
looks.
stupid-looking eyes
She looks cool.
from far away.
No, she was
She's like a studious chic.
Yeah, that's nice. No, from far away on first glance, I should she just had
Yeah,
like
she
two
looks like she
stupid
has
eyes.
bad eyes.
two stupid eyes.
But they're
Two
just
stupid
glasses,
eyes.
which is better. Now we got a level
Attack.
3 plant.
Yep, 1400 attack, 1000 defense. They're all Earth, I think.
I think they're all different.
Nope, they're all
The
different.
other one was light.
Yep, who cares about their element, I guess. When your life points are higher than your opponent's, all monsters your opponent controls lose to 500 attack and defense. Once per turn, if you gain life points, target one spell trap your opponent controls returns to hand.
Bad.
That's terrible. Why is she bad? She's too studious.
I
She's
know
got that
isn't
book
it?
smarts, but she doesn't have that.
See, these are clearly spellcasters, not plants.
They're plants.
True.
Can't you see their plant? Never mind.
They control plants. I can believe that.
Okay. We got Rosemary the Beater, 1800 attack,
Level
700
4
defense.
water plants. I always like water plants.
I like water plants too. Lord bless you. While your life points are higher than your opponent's life points, if a plant type monster you control attacks, your opponent cannot activate.
Effects. And so that's good.
Yeah, until the end of the
The
damage.
smallest armadas ever.
Once per turn, if you gain life points, target one face-up monster on the field, change its battle.
Bad.
Oh, this is good. That's really good.
It's good. That's how you-
Feels like anything if your life points are higher than your opponent.
No, it's if you gain life points.
Yeah, you gain life points, you can change battle position.
Mm.
and then you attack, and it's automatic.
And you can do it during your opponent's turn.
If-
You can
if-
run Poison Old Man,
if any-
gain 1200, then change their battle position.
Yeah.
If any plant can be Armades.
Okay, let's just look at this other one that's probably the best because it's
Bergamot.
level 6.
Oh my gosh, who is that?
It's Bergamot.
Who cares about him? I guess. Dude. Yeah, dude. I think.
It's Bergamot.
2400 attack, 1800 defense, level 6 fire plant.
Fire plants are always the best.
Shout out, Seed of Flame. While you're
No.
left,
Phoenix the Cluster Amaryllis.
of course.
Yeah.
While your life points are higher than your opponent's.
First things first, Amaryllis.
Yeah.
That was appropriate. While your life points are higher than your opponent's, if a plant type monster you control attacks a defense position monster,
bad.
but piercing battle damage your opponent. Once per turn, if you gain life points, this card gains 1000 attack. Ooh, big
Bad.
beats. Big beats.
Why discard bad? No, there was a card that made it all come together.
Yeah,
I
show me
remember.
their spell.
Yeah, their field
trap.
spell. They have a field
That
spell.
like does something, gains life points, and then does something else because
They got a field spell, I'm sure. Aroma Garden.
Here it is. Oh, there it is.
This is the card that has to bring it together, right?
That's it.
Or they have a boss monster we didn't see yet.
Field spell. Once per turn, if you control an aroma monster, you can gain 500 life points. Also, all monsters you control will gain 500
Yeah,
attack and
that's
defense until
good
the
right
end of your
there.
opponent's next turn. If an aroma monster you control is destroyed by battle, card effect is sent to the graveyard, gain 1000.
That's random. Yeah, you see it? Yes.
It pulls it all together.
Yes.
That gives them the life points gaining
Good.
machine, but
Well,
you have to have something else. Like
The
a
level
draw.
2 is really... No, the level 2 one just draws a
It
bunch of
draws
cards.
one,
That
yeah.
one's
You
amazing.
use that in a stall deck and you're good to go.
That's all
This
they
deck
got.
just stalls. That's great. Great.
That's all they
They haven't shown us a trap yet, but I'm sure we'll get
That's all
one.
you got.
That's all we got, bro.
Wait, Crystal Rose?
Wait, what was
No.
that about destroying by card effects, or what was that?
When one of them is destroyed, you gain 1,000.
Oh,
By card effects or by battle?
Mm-hmm. And that's all we have for news,
For
so we're
news.
going to take a break. No, this is the Terrible Fusion. Don't even look at this.
Oh. How did you do that? How did you fuse those three together?
Huh? Because the fusion spell kind of lets you, under circumstances that should never happen.
0 on a crack?
No. Oh, I mean, like, it has a similar effect where it's like, if you have ludicrous fusion materials, go.
Oh, but that was M7.
Huh?
What was that card art?
Tiara?
Yeah,
Infernoid?
yeah.
It's just an Infernoid monster.
Oh, it's not made of other things?
No. Okay, we're going to take a break.
Aren't all the Infernoids like made of other things?
They have the same number of capsules as a counterpart from Clifford's. That's the best I can come up with.
Fair enough.
Okay, are you ready for a break? Because we're going to go on one. That's the third time I said it. That means it's true. And the third time is the charm. So we'll be back in a moment.
Go.
Go.
I hear Go-Go's are good now.
You heard incorrectly, sir.
They have Go Witch. That's a really good card.
Go.
Show 'em.
No.
Show 'em, man.
9.
Hit that witch.
Okay, so since we took a whole hour,
Yeah,
let's get
news.
straight into our second topic, which
Yeah.
we declared was the OCG April 1st, 2015 Ban-List.
Why is there close quarters combat on here?
CQC?
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen.
Oh, right. I get it now. That's awesome. Alright, so OTG ban list. They recently... Is this official now?
In the OCG?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, is it official, like it's not just like a leak that's kind of like speculated?
I mean, multiple credible sources have announced it.
Okay.
I don't know if the official site has it, but I never know where to look. I guess I could look on Konami's website and Herbal Gabble. No, it's too much. That's too much work.
No way. Just accept it. Hey, what is this?
This is a Japanese one. It's funny. No, it's not. It's an OCG one. But anyways.
But the list. So it was pretty striking for a lot of people. Thus, we're just guessing, I guess.
Yes.
Okay.
So should we just read it? They already had it
It's
at
a pretty
one.
big list.
Oh.
So we just read through it and then talk, or read through each section and talk about each.
Why
one?
do you
Read
torment
Read through it all.
I'll read through it all.
Because it all kind of touches each other.
Not them.
Okay, I'll read through it all right now. First, we got the Forbidden cards. We got all the Dragon Rulers, Blaster, Red Ox, Tempest, and Tidal were all banned, and then El Shaddol Construct was banned.
Bam.
And then newly limited Dark Magician of Chaos with Errata, Curry Bandit, Mathematician, Nekroz of Bryonic, Nekroz Cycle, El Shaddol Fusion, Sacrifice, and Vanity's Emptiness.
Yeah.
Semi-limited Manju. Manju was previously limited. Manju of the 10,000 Hands, Cliffort Scout, Formula Synchron, who was previously limited, and Windup Carries Enmighty, who was also previously limited. No longer limited, Archlord Christia, Brotherhood of the Firefist Rooster, all the baby dragon rulers, Insector Hornet, Senju, who was previously limited, of the 10,000 Hands, or just the 1,000 Hands, Sinister Serpent, who is limited, Winda, who is limited, Legendary 6 Samurai Shien, who is limited, Number 11 Big Eye, I don't know, it was limited in Japan,
Apparently.
but now it's at 3. Monster Gate, Temple of the Kings, and Exchange of Spirits.
Question. Is Archer Christia unlimited here?
I believe so.
I think so too.
It was fairly recent, I think. Maybe on this one? No. Yeah, it's been not on the list for a while
But it
now.
was limited over there somewhere.
We had it semi-limited for a while, so did they.
But now they don't.
I know they don't, just like us.
And let's see, the errata for Dark Magician of Chaos, it is, you can only use this effect of Dark Magician of Chaos once per turn. You can only use the effect
Once per
You
turn.
can only use the first effect
Yeah.
of Dark Magician of
Yeah,
Chaos
there it
once
is. Yeah,
per turn.
thank you, Matt.
You can activate this effect during the end phase of the turn. This card was normal or special summoned by targeting a spell card in your graveyard added to your hand. And then if this card destroys an opponent's monster or battle, remove from play at the end of the damage calculation. If this card is removed from the field, it is removed from play. So the only thing that was changed is that it can only activate its effect once per turn to get a spell back, and only during the end phase.
Yep.
Which is fair.
Fair.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't think it needed an errata at all, except for maybe only activate its effect once per turn.
Okay.
They literally could solve like half of the ban cards by just adding once per turn on them. Like Substitute once per turn. Brionic once per turn.
Polygrade once per turn.
No. There's some that are inherently flawed. Most of those cards from the beginning of the game. And I'll just go up there real quick. Look at these monsters.
Fiber jar once per turn. Okay.
Fishwork Blaster once per turn. Stratos once per turn.
No way.
Huh?
Stratos is still 2 broken.
Stratos is at 1 in Japan. They don't even care. Tribe once per turn. Then there's the weird ones that don't work.
Dream. Dragon Rooter of Drawbridge. So the baby dragons were unbanned because obviously
They're completely
useless without their dragon daddies.
the big daddy mamas.
Their
Oh.
sugar daddies. So what does this mean? Well, let's talk about the controversial stuff. Necros got smashed with our.
No, they didn't get smashed. They were given many things back while also taking away alternate things. It's like they didn't know. The first thing they did was like, okay, we don't know what to hit. So, or that we don't want to hit the Necros directly, so we're just going to hit the not Necros cards, right?
Mhm.
And it's like they took it back immediately on this list and then said, now we're hitting Necros cards. Like, okay, you can have Manju Senju back, my bad. Okay, here's the other
Yep.
cards that are hit.
They don't care. They would rather have Bionic Unlimited and Necros Like Unlimited than Manju and Senju. I feel
What
like.
does Necro
Oh, of
Cycle
course.
do?
Necros Cycle is the one that ritual summons a monster from the graveyard.
By tributing monsters in your hand around the field.
Bionic is discard to search for Necros monster. They also, Mathematician is technically a part of that ban. Or limitation, I guess. Because, like, it looks like they're just like, oh, we hate Shadows. But I don't think if, like, they were only trying to hit Shadows, they wouldn't have done Mathematician. But the Mathematician is the one that's run for Necros, because they summon it and send Dijin that way in the new build.
Bound to do that over here in TCG land.
Because we don't need to, because we've got the good stuff still. Because they had Manju Senju at 1.
Oh.
And our build just summons Lava Chain with Manju Senju.
Oh.
But they were in math. But I don't know, I felt there were some people who ran math here. I think it was a good idea, because they would run math, the Dijin, and a Glow Up Bulb, because you can go math the Glow Up Bulb into the level 4 Synchro, the Herald. That when it's sent to the graveyard, you add a ritual card from your deck to your hand. But in Japan, they run what is it, Deskbot 2 and 3.
Woohoo!
Deskbot 3 is when it's summoned, you summon a Deskbot from your deck. No, they have 1 and 3. And Deskbot 3 is level 3, Deskbot 1 is level 1 tuner. So you can just summon 1 from your deck and make Synchro. For a while they ran Diva, but then that was apparently, well, the Deskbots actually do something outside of summon Synchro monsters.
OTK.
Yeah, like an OTK.
Really?
No, they just do a buttload of damage. So Deskbot 1, I believe, gains 5. I'll just get them up
Bring
here.
it up. Bring them out. Bring
A
them
little
out.
excursion right here for everybody.
Man,
Deskbot.
Don't do it on this page.
Deskbot 01. Level 1 Earth Machine Tuner. It has 500 attack, 500 defense. This card gains 500 attack and defense for each machine you control, and then an effect that allows you to special from the grave that never happens. So basically, if it's summoned by Deskbot 3, it has 1,000. Deskbot 3 is when it's summoned, normal summoned, you special summon a Deskbot from your deck, except for Deskbot 3. And then once per turn during either player's turn, target a Deskbot you control, it gains 500 attack and defense for every Deskbot on the field. So if you use that effect on the other guy will gain another 1,000. So you'll just summon a 2,000 beater from your deck.
On top of the 500 he already has.
Yeah. So he'll be at
25.
yeah.
Oh yeah, this guy.
So he'll be at 2,500. So that's a nice 25 beater.
Doesn't Death Spot 2 double the attack?
That's about 2 to something weird. All other machines gain 500 attack and defense while he's on the field. That's about 2.
Wasn't there one that, like, I thought there was a way for them to double their attack?
No. Well, basically, the combo to OTK with you running a Deskbot deck is you go Deskbot 3, use its effect to summon Deskbot 1 from your deck,
Machine do it.
and then you machine do Deskbot 3, and then use all of their effects to boost the Deskbot 1. And then, so since you control 4 Despots, it gives it 2,000 attack and defense for each Despot 3. So it gains 6,000 attack.
Mm.
And then the Deathstroke 1, by its own effect, gains 2,000. So it gains 8,000 attack and has 8,500 attack.
Wow.
And then
If you just have Machine Dupe and Despot 3. And then you attack.
for game.
For game.
Attack, you attack for fame. Because you won a YCS by doing that. But yeah, back,
And then that's just what you do with that.
bringing it back.
Back to the list. So
Pre-Bandit? That's a
Shadol's.
Shadol hit.
So they did
Construct.
all the Shadol hits. They did banned Construct. It was previously at 1 in OCG. They
Okay.
limited Career Bandit to 1. They limited Mathematician to 1. They limited El Shadol Fusion to 1.
Dang.
But they gave him back Window to 3.
Oh, great.
What was the thing I was telling Joe the other day? I was like, the saddest thing about that is now in Japan, Fellas is a utterly unusable card. You cannot use that card.
That's funny.
Like, you can't even math it. Like, you got
Oh,
one
you
math.
only have one, yeah.
Yeah. It's so sad because,
You're
like,
conservative.
just the idea that now you can't even just, like, have, like, light monsters in your Shadol deck because there's not that chance, like, okay, at the very least, even if I draw it, I can just get rid of it.
Yeah.
Because you literally cannot get rid of it.
Is it a herald of things to come, do you think?
I don't know. Maybe they'll make a new light Shadol
We'll
fusion
talk about it in
that
the
sucks.
Well, hopefully they make an entire new set of Shadol monsters, not just a replacement light one. Maybe they will. Maybe they'll be like the secret behind the construct, or whatever, the thing that constructed the construct.
Yeah, the monster that it is without its armor. I don't know.
I
El
guess so,
Shadol Sophia. So yeah, we have the quill. The quill.
The clipboard hits, those are nice.
Oh yeah, they make me very happy.
They got
Sacrifice, I hate
Sacrifice
that card.
Stone. That's the dumbest card. Everybody,
Sacrifice the equip card?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about that.
there's nothing you can do about it. Well, there is, but they're like,
It's awful.
It's awful.
you can't do that. Like, you
Yeah.
can't consistently do any of the things that counteract it.
Oh.
And any way of getting rid of it other than the optimal way results in them plussing.
Yeah, essentially. But I always have like a negative feeling towards cards that can be searched by search cards that search cards. Like, I just think that's silly.
Search cards that search.
Scout,
cards.
search,
Like-
sacrifice. That's dumb.
Like the idea of like Stratos Stratos could search like Red Gadget or something.
Mhm.
Or more like if Stratos could search E-Call, that would be irritating. That's what that's like.
Mm.
And that's just silly.
You can't stop the motion of the ocean.
It's a completely acceptable detour.
No.
It's an unnecessary addition of gameplay. It's like it's just like the entire spellbook archetype. It's completely unnecessary motion that you have to sit through.
Yes.
Yeah, sit
You
tight.
search for a card, literally you search for a card so you can search back the card you used to search it. That's what that deck does.
That's all for the greater good.
Yeah, it's all for the greater good. But
Really?
what everybody at our local says about Sacrifice is no card should have 4 good card effects. Like that card has 4 effects, and they're all good.
Yep.
The monster gains 300 attack. I don't know if it gains defense. Probably doesn't. Monster can't be destroyed by battle. When it dies, it searches, and then the monster is treated as 2 tributes. That's like way too much.
It's stupid that it can't be destroyed by battle. It's so dumb.
That's
I
unnecessary.
lost a game because of that. I forgot that
Yeah.
effect.
Well,
Yeah.
that was your fault.
I had OTK on deck, and then I had to attack into his undestroyed by battle effect monster.
Mhm.
I mean,
Then we have that nice looking Vanity's Emptiness to 1. I'm
Oh,
sure
that makes Kyle
that makes it way better over there, man. They're lucky. That honestly just makes Yu-Gi-Oh better.
how dare you? My floodgates.
Now people get to try again.
People can run decks now. You can't just run, I like special summons.
Why could
Dang it.
Yosenju's born in the wrong era, the era where macro is not at 3. Sad day.
Macro's at 3 in Japan.
Oh yes.
And then they also have Scout at 2. That's nice. So it's not like the odds of them just having another Scout are
I hate
like
it.
way less.
Even the most unlucky Clifford duelists like always draw a scout against me. They're
I
like,
know.
wow, I haven't drawn a scout all day, but I'm just opening like wombo combos now, man. This is so awesome.
Well, I don't know. Whenever I play against, I always
told me that as he's beating me. I was just like, I don't want to hear that.
No.
yeah. Scout to 2 is nice. That's a good number for Scout. I mean, they might put it back to 3 eventually, but
Screw
who
Scout.
cares? Screw that deck. I don't want that deck to exist. I think that deck is terrible for Yu-Gi-Oh. It is like the least, and it's like less interactive than Chamber, and I don't even understand why that deck is cool.
I'm excited about Rooster to 3 because that means, as Ricky would say, plus 3 turn 1. 8 cards turn on.
Ricky was like, "Oh, this will be great," and I was like, "Wouldn't that be nice if a deck that got subtle +1s could top again?"
Subtle
Yeah.
+1s?
Yes. That's what that deck does. It gains like subtle +1s here and there and tries to out advantage the opponent.
What does?
Fire Fist.
Oh.
That deck that doesn't work.
Yeah.
That deck isn't good.
Subtle +1.
I was like, that deck's not gonna top.
There's
You know
no,
it's not.
There's no time for that.
As famous
Xian
lady on the internet said, ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah. There's she in the 3. Does that matter at all?
Does it matter? I don't think so.
I mean, I feel like 6 Samurais have a good matchup against Clifford's.
Yeah, that beast.
And they can summon, if they can summon,
But the Xian really is irrelevant.
I mean, they can't play, they can only, if you play the other one, then they can't play Scout. They can negate Scout.
Yeah, you need it once. I'm just saying, like, if they're going to
They
play
get-
against them, they're summoning that beast. They're not
Negate it
summoning
once?
Xian.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's optimal.
Yeah. And if they're running 6 Samurais, they lost everybody else, so they're not even playing the Clifford player to begin with.
No, that's not true.
But the thing about this is, it's like it's almost like
Give me
this list
some-
is already like too late because Japan is like they run Necros obviously, but like the secondary decks were already becoming Atlanteans, Cyber Dragons, and Dragon Rulers, which no longer is relevant.
It feels like, yeah.
So now it's just literally the Cyber Dragon and Atlantean decks that are already winning are definitely winning.
That's good. I want to be in the Japanese version of Times Square where they post this on the like holo screens and just listen to all the like Japanese people be like, "Oh, no, Dragon Boys, why?"
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Wouldn't 6 Samurais have a good Necros matchup too?
6 Samurais, Necros.
feasibly. That beast is a good card, but I mean, like, as soon as the thing about those cards is when you're game wanting them, they definitely have answers to those cards in their game too.
Like what?
Well, I mean, Necros typically sides hands. A lot of them do.
No.
I mean, everybody sides hands if they can.
That's when you use Musakani
Fire hand,
Magatama.
ice hand.
Musakani Magatama.
Yeah, maybe 6 Samurais will be good. Cough, cough. I'm lying. The problem with that deck is you like invest cards, you nag into your best play, and then your cards they're just on the field permanently, and when they're removed from the field, you've lost the advantage
And you're
permanently.
like, get rid of them. Get rid of them or I win. Do it and I
You're like, okay, here I go. 2 cards, Nat Beast, set 3. Your
All of the
turn.
cards are important.
Yeah. That's like 6 Samurai Ultimate play. Nat Beast, set 3. That's all my cards. And he does that Justin thing where he like crosses his arms and holds them up high like he's a boss. And then player goes, draws her turn, sets 1, ends her turn, standby phase, compulse. Like, oh. That was good.
No. That was a good fight.
Yeah.
Oh, you're just like.
Well, I make it literally the Necros deck. If you summon Nat Beast, they could literally just go like Deskbot.
Let me
Summon
get.
Deskbot 1, attack over Nat Beast.
Let me get my wrench so I can dismantle your field.
Yeah. So that's why those cards are more versatile than the Diva engine,
Yeah,
because they can just attack over
they can
things.
go for broke. Man, that's dumb.
Get some game.
You would think that using Konami's previous logic of just making bad cards randomly, you think these cards would be bad, but they're not.
They don't make bad cards
They don't make
anymore.
cards-
They only make cards that would have been good a long time ago, but aren't as ridiculous as
You just
good
think this
cards.
is another bad Konami card, but no.
It's not.
Does
The whole archetype's pretty good. We get one, and there's a 4th one eventually.
Huh.
I don't want to read it.
Oh,
Other things that are relevant.
Monster Gate Unlimited.
Yeah, I was telling Matt about it. There's 2 things that I didn't appreciate. There was Monster Gate, which is a terrible idea.
Great.
Terrible idea. And I don't appreciate Hornet to 3. I just don't like that.
Monster Gate, that makes that one deck stronger for Noids.
I know.
Oh, they're getting better.
I don't appreciate dueling against that deck.
Tier 1 Overlords?
Literally.
Here they come!
Hey, Monster Gate Demon.
It was like a prophecy, like the golden ships came down, they were tier 1, and then they these things came out.
And we're like,
these
these are the worst.
they're bad, but no, Konami, they have the tools to prop them up to their rightful place.
Of course, the people driving the ships are better.
They're way better than
Duh, stupid people.
Like in their perfected, it's like Cell. Cell is bad. He starts off really terrible, and then once you get to perfect Cell, he's like
He's
God.
perfect.
He's a god.
What were you expecting? That they were going to be bad?
Perfect Infernoids are way better than Clifford's in their prime. I don't want to do a that deck ever. I feel like
It looks really bad. Like, I already don't appreciate it right now.
Yeah, when they're like imperfect.
And then it's thinking about those cards in the deck is just like,
Once they get their good stuff, there's like you're not going to be able to play against them at all. You're not going to be able to do anything. About
turn
it.
one, they like get out their Shien, their real Shien card, their better Shien that banishes the spells, so you can't use them. That's actually irrelevant. When it negates cards, it banishes them. And so, like, your Necron spells, they don't go to the graveyard where you want them. Like, oh, your Scout, banish. Goodbye, Scout. Like, you need to be Shadow Fusion, banished. Don't get it back. Like, banished. Yeah.
Like we've taken 6 months to learn about all your strategies, your tricks, and now we have them downloaded and we're going to thwart them.
Banished. Oh, we brought back Snatch Steal. That card's good, right? Not against us. Like,
Tribute!
you can't target our monsters.
With anything.
And, oh wait, we don't normal summon? Is that right? Hidden Armory to 3.
We can use your Snatch Steal. We use your Snatch Steal better than you use your Snatch Steal.
And then all the Inferno players are right now, they're like, gosh, reasoning's so annoying. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. Monster Gate to 3.
Better reasoning.
There was a card you guys haven't seen for a while. It's an assassin known as the Dark Magician of Chaos.
Yeah.
What was the name of that
It came
card?
back through the Monster Gate with.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. They wouldn't.
That was the thing I said to Matt. I was like, that's just unheard of. They brought Monster Gate to 3. Reasoning's also at 3. And in the same list, Dark Magician of Chaos goes back to 1.
We'll look back on this time and think, what were they thinking?
I'm looking at it immediately right now. It hasn't even happened yet, and I'm thinking, what
What's
are
the name of
they
their
doing?
We want
broke
to know what
level
they're
1
thinking
monster?
now.
Huh?
What's the name of their broke?
Decatron?
Like,
Decatron.
it's feasible,
so
like,
stupid.
even if they wanted to, which they wouldn't because they have 3 Monster Game now, but if they wanted to, they could still run Reasoning because now they have Decatron.
I'd run Reasoning.
I don't know, I thought
I don't see why not.
that one guy, Dylan, he hates it for some reason.
I told him he's going to run it, even if he doesn't like it. Like, there's no reason
Once
not
you
to.
get Decatron, it's like, what are they going to call? They always have to call one.
Yeah, they had to go 1, but then you randomly hit 8 now,
Yeah.
and scoop phase. The only thing that could have been better is if they randomly put Card Trooper at 3.
They don't have Card Trooper at 3? Do we have it at 2? We have it at 2.
It's 2, because Troop Dupe, it's so
So powerful.
prolific, I don't know.
Well,
Summon
now
Cyber Dragon,
Despot, Dupe.
Duper.
Yeah,
That's like better Cheap Dupe Scoop. It's 2
Or is
cards. It's 2 cards.
but you don't draw 3 cards and mill 9.
What?
I'd rather draw 3 mill 9, that's so good.
Worst case scenario, your OTK fails. Drop it.
Huh? No, I go first, I'll summon 1 at a time. Well, the other time I'm just summoning defense, I don't care. I'm not attacking. Mill 9.
Drop 3.
Yeah. You can break my deal, but I'll draw 3. Like, I would almost run 3 Machine Dupe and Life Swords with 3 Card Trooper.
What I was thinking of, check this out. Trooper, Machine Dupe, Limiter Removal,
Yeah,
attack
that was,
with all them. Worst case scenario, draw 3.
that was Troop Dupe Scoop.
Yeah, there we go.
That's what it was about. They go Troop, Dupe, and then when you play that card, you scoop. That's where the phrase came from.
Yeah.
When you play Limiter, they scoop.
Somehow, if you survive, you've lost the game because they just choose their cards.
Yeah, they do 3 cards. They didn't lose. They used 3 cards to get 3 cards and attack the game.
I mean, if they're over here limiting Curry Bandit and Mathematician to 1, they're not just going to bring
Trooper.
Card Trooper back to 3.
That doesn't
But then
make sense.
again-
or would they?
Then again, Card Trooper is random.
True.
Let's talk about the two forgotten archetypes getting support. We got Zen Mighty up in here.
Doesn't matter. I believe I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Hunter is banned there, which makes that more okay.
F Zen Mighty. Don't care.
I
Lots
don't-
his privileges.
In my opinion, I don't like that card.
So dumb.
I don't like cards that just turn 1 card into more cards for no reason.
And then still maintains all those same cards.
I love windups. If they bring back Zen Mighty, I'll give them a chance.
Just because you like him, I don't think that
Hornet.
makes it reasonable.
Hornet.
Oh yeah, and I said I didn't like Hornet because I think that card just should be banned. I don't like it.
What?
I said I'd rather they should put Dragonfire 3 and ban Hornet.
I loved playing that deck. I still felt powerful.
It is a really good deck. I could feasibly see that deck becoming legitimate in Japan. That's how good. That's how much power that deck
Exactors
has.
have.
It was new Black Wings.
Yeah, the reason it stopped was because of Shadows, and now Shadows don't even matter. Like you just go summon Winda and their deck ends. But now you don't run Shadows. Not with this.
Not here. Not now.
Well,
not during these troubled times.
Inzectors do anything against Infernoids?
No.
Like
No.
anything?
Nothing does anything against
That
Infernoid.
wins.
Decatron! Copy any Infernoid.
You just banish everything. Banish everything. Infinite giant beaters.
Decatron.
The irony of banning the Dragon Rulers and making the Dragon Ruler archetype the best deck.
The truth. The truth. Not our heads.
So
Okay.
Big eye to 1-3. Okay. Good.
Yeah. But I don't think there's anything, in my opinion, that...
Exchange of Spirit to 3.
Oh, yeah. Temple Kings of 3. Sinister Serpent. I think the Sinister Serpent, with the new wording, like, has to be at 3.
Yeah.
So you can you can add more.
Yeah.
Because you can't use those cards. Can't discard them, gotta add more.
Terrible.
Push to 3, who cares? Formula to come to 3, who cares? Okay, so...
So I'll take a break, we'll be back, then we'll give our unreasonable predictions.
Yep.
Yeah. Or extremely reasonable.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, we're back.
Yeah, it's time to make our terrible
Bet you
predictions.
didn't think we'd come back.
The worst predictions ever.
I wonder how many times that joke has been made that I bet you didn't think we'd come
I
back.
bet you didn't think we'd come back. It's a pretty bad joke.
Is it?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Is it?
No.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Kyle,
Because
tell
for
me.
us, it was like a while, so it seems like a legitimate thing to say. But for them, it was like they weren't actually gone. They're still here. I know how many minutes are left on this podcast, and I know that they come back.
So I was watching this TV show. There was a villain who's a girl, and she got dressed up for one of a pageant, like the villain pageant, and she kind of had this pretty bad look. There you go.
What?
My bad joke for this week.
I get it. She looked pretty and she was
We
bad.
hear a mystery voice in the background. That is our mystery guest.
It's a mystery guest.
Right, you don't give him the name. You don't give him
don't grace him with the name. I think last week's was better, but
Your joke?
my joke
I don't
last
even
week,
remember.
not last week, last time,
Last show.
last show. I don't even remember what it was about, but I remember one and it was funnier. I remember laughing myself a lot more after I said it because it was pretty bad. But so Banlist discussion. What?
Kate
What?
Hudson bad.
Kate, yeah. Whew. I don't know anything about her.
Neither do I.
But man, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's the
We can
lowest,
say with authority. About stuff we have no idea what we're
the
talking about.
lowest rung on that ladder. It's Kate Hudson. It's like Nicolas Cage, that other dude, and then Kate Hudson.
Low hanging fruit. Is that what you're talking about?
Sure.
I think that's something else. That refers to like taking a stab at someone at like a really obvious thing that nobody even cares about.
Great.
It's like the "that's what she said" joke. Like everybody knows you're going to say it.
It's
but
like trying
so you're
to
just not.
what is that called? When you're trying to like ruin somebody's like good look. It's like you're like doing this. You're doing
Stealing their thunder.
no. You're like there's a candidate, and he's known for being good, and you're blanking him by like
You're,
Yes. What is it?
you're...
it's like degrade, but not like degrade. The word that it means like messy or soil. It's not soil.
It's not soil.
It's like a fancier word than that.
Yeah.
defame? No.
No.
We'll do it.
Well, while he's looking it up,
Yeah.
so ban list
Yes.
predictions. We're pretty much going. We have no idea because
I have an idea.
you say state your ideas and state your reasoning. Besmirch.
It's not besmirching. And It's
No.
not smearing. I know it's something like besmirching.
I don't expect a lot to happen to our list because I feel like these last previous lists haven't been doing a ton of changes.
One clipboard hit. Two Shadow hits. No Necros hits. That's my prediction.
Burning Abyss.
No Burning Abyss.
Does Dante to 1 matter?
Yes, yes, it
Dante
does.
to 1. Do it.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
It matters way too much. Like, so much that I don't think they do it. Like, what was it? You were playing against Kai? He couldn't do anything with one Dante.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
The deck doesn't, it like barely functions with one.
Good.
That's how not worth it is.
That's what I want.
So I guess I can go through each of the archetypes and say cards that are relevant. How about that? There we go. So starting with Burning Abyss because it was just brought up. Like Matt said, people say Dante to one, but we tried that. Like we watched a guy who just had one Dante, so he used it, and it didn't.
It was gone. He used it flippantly. How dare you do that?
Well, like, what is he gonna do? Just summon Alu cards?
first, or
You just
don't you
have to use it.
first?
Yeah, you have to use it.
Like,
And,
well, turn 1 and I can summon it, and why would I not?
Even like 2 would be that'd be reasonable almost because they want the third one.
How about one? No.
Can't they put it back if they want
Yes.
to? Like, if they have 2, it's like, okay, well, now I need to start thinking about putting
They
it back.
don't put them back, but they can special summon it
You're
back.
gonna laugh at me what you heard what I was about to say. I was gonna say Fire Lake to 1.
That was the other thing that people are saying. I
Who
think
cares about that?
that'd be the best thing they could do. Is Fire Like to 1.
The explosion card.
They get it.
Mhm.
They give me just infinitely recurred. Who cares?
But there's only one, so they draw it.
Oh.
And Infernoids can banish it, and it's gone.
Yeah, that's nice. You can just get rid of it. You can side DD Crow against the deck, and it's twice as
Ooh.
good.
Twice as
Ooh,
nice.
that's
And then the
hilarious.
other card of value is Tour Guide, of course. Which, I mean,
Again.
we all know. Yeah, again. It's like, oh gosh, we're about to release a Sengen that does work when it's detached. We better bring
That's
Tour Guide
so
back.
stupid.
That's why Tour Guide went to, like, what was it, 2?
Yeah.
Silliness. So that's the other potential. I don't, like, the deck has been kind of, like, on and off as far as, like, relevance. It's like, it's been relevant, but it's been kind of, like, hot and cold
I feel
recently.
like the future doesn't look good for them.
But they're still getting support. That's, like, the kind of, the thing that makes me think, well, they might just do nothing.
Yeah.
They still have, like, a fusion coming, right? Essentially.
That's, like, there's new support for sure in the next pack.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have a fusion yet.
Yeah.
Defame.
Here's me
Yeah.
putting my hands up. No, not defame.
Dang.
Maybe not defraud either. Sorry, we're probably just gonna keep bringing up random words for the rest of the podcast. My apologies.
Yeah.
My apologies.
Until we get it.
Until we get it in a second.
And then so then Shadol's, which is like the
Desecrate?
No.
No. I'm going to desecrate him. It's like almost you like want to say like blank his name, but it's not like besmirch.
It's not besmirch. Or obviously.
Is it an M word?
This is what's happening right now. It's called the...
Mar is close.
Mars close, yeah. Not Sully, kind of tarnish?
Yeah, it's slowly tarnish. Like
yeah.
Black
Disgrace, dishonor, discredit.
no. You could click on the thesaurus.com. That might be good. But so Shadol's is the other one. There's a lot of potential things to touch in here. The most
Slander.
slander. That's
Slander
good.
is the
That's
one.
good.
That's the one that
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah. I want a card name Slander and have it be a salamander.
Scandalize.
Slamander?
Wait, you mean disparage?
No.
Slamander?
No, just slander.
No, there's a monster called the Slamander.
A monster or a Yu-Gi-Oh monster?
Like a Yu-Gi-Oh monster called Slamander.
Is it that giant?
Oh, I'm
red
making it
thing?
up right now.
Okay, good.
Like it's like I mean
What is that red thing?
that
The
bear.
giant red lizard. No, not on.
That
Garmin Ultra is advertising
that
on
red
our
thing.
podcast.
I guess the red salamander, the Inferno one, the fire one,
No.
the Infernal Incinerator,
No, it's like it's a dragon. I think. Never mind.
Umbral Horror.
I wish.
So Construct to one is the obvious Shadol hit, in my opinion. The other things all seem really.
That makes him kind of sad.
It's sad. It's the least. It's the one that like affects the deck, but doesn't make it a useless deck.
Like the OCG ban list looks like they were just
Like stop using this deck.
They were ban hammering.
Why did they need to get hit? And not like
They
everything
don't
else
need
is
to
getting
get
hit.
They don't need to get hit. It's
Thing-
just
everything else is getting weaker.
they don't.
they're getting
want
weaker.
people to play it anymore because they want to make new money.
Yeah, they're not making more Shadols. Well, they're going to make one more set of Shadols for us, so they might not hit them for now. They might do them any hit like they did in Japan. I feel like we've been getting like ours
All right,
a little
bold prediction.
later.
Bold prediction. I'm downgrading my Shadow prediction. They're not getting hit.
Okay,
I think-
my prediction would be just Construct to one.
The only thing that are getting hit is Clifforts and Burning Abyss.
Then that's-
But I'm kind of iffy about Burning Abyss too. Like they're not going to do anything. They're going to barely do anything. On that
I could see them doing something random like Mathematician to one.
That'd make me really sad. I think that guy's just good for the game.
Yeah, if they hit Shadows, it's going to be indirect hit. They're not going to hit any of, like, the Shadow cards.
I think they'll do constructed one.
I don't know. I say no.
That's fine. I have no way to argue. I can just say what I think, and that's it.
Yeah.
We'll see who's right.
Neither. So everything in all of those decks to one.
Oh, yeah.
Then, of course, Clifford's, you mentioned them.
Yeah.
Cards on the table are Scout, Skill Drain,
Sacrifice.
Emptiness, and Sacrifice. Those are the
Can't
cards.
Take Skill Drain off the table.
I mean,
Yeah, that card's not going away.
I want... Me and just about half of Yu-Gi-Oh! Wants that card to not exist.
To 1?
No, to 1. I mean, I don't want it to exist, but we all know for sure that cards don't just get banned randomly like that.
I need it to stick around until my tunes come out.
Yeah, you can run that deck. Run Toon Skill Drain deck. That's bad. Keep thinking that.
What's so bad about it?
It's just as bad as all of those other deck ideas you came up with that were bad. It's bad like Fortune Ladies.
Am I missing something? It doesn't seem like they're about as good as Clipboards under Skill Drain.
What are they?
What? No.
They're just really high attack monsters.
No, they're not. Toons all have really low attack.
Toon Blue Eyes has 3,000.
There's ones that have high attack,
Yeah.
but you just have to summon them like a normal. Like they might as well be normal monsters.
Only
Skill
Toon
Drain.
Dark Magician and the lower ones special summon themselves, right?
You can special summon Blue Eyes, Dark Magician Girl, and
yeah,
Summon
you
Skull.
have to tribute stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
You tribute special.
Oh!
Yeah. If you just special them, they'd be a good deck.
They'd be the Sphinxes.
Oh,
We already have those, Justin.
what
If
are
you want to
those?
pay 500 life points to special summon a monster, play with the Sphinxes.
Sphinx.
How
and the
dare you tell
Sphinx.
me to play with the Sphinxes?
Go Andro, man. Go Andro.
How dare you tell me to play with the Sphinxes? That's slander, and I will not stand for it. No.
That reminded me of Stink in the Fink, but it was Stinks in the Sphinx.
Man, I gotta get out of here. Why? There's a stink in the Sphinx.
Stinks in the Sphinx. It's got a rhyme.
Stink in the Sphinx.
Yeah, but Clipboards, there's those cards I mentioned. Skill Drain, I wouldn't bet on it. I want it. It's feasible. Don't expect it.
He's been disappointed too many times. You
Yeah.
see what you done, Konami? You've broken him.
Rogan Man. I mean, considering I didn't expect them to do Sacrifice, but seeing it in OCG makes it more believable.
You get a taste of what it could be like.
I don't know if
Like,
it makes it more believable.
without
They
Cyclone.
live in...
A island.
Yes, it is very, very violent. Where, like, your friends are backstabbing you because...
No, I said an island.
Oh, an island. I thought you said violent.
Oh, they live in violence.
Like,
An
their
island.
meta is just everybody backstabbing everybody all the time. And over here, we, like, think it's difficult, but it's not like it is over there. Where you will get backstabbed by your friend while you're playing someone else.
What are you talking about?
Well, we're expecting hits that... It seems like we want hits that are, like, big and large and that, like, affect the game and that make the game, like, more fair. When our game is not as crazy as it is over there, where they just
Yeah, where
have,
it's like-
everything.
Or that may make a bigger difference there than it will here,
Yeah.
or won't make as much of a difference there as
Like,
it will
the
here.
things that they're curbing are... They're putting... I don't know. They're staving off, like, a bunch... Things are exploding over there all the time, and they're maybe stopping, like, a couple. But over here, we just have big explosions that Konami doesn't really care about
What are you
because they
talking
don't matter.
about?
I mean, just like, think about this. Think about things like Tarantula at 3, Harpy's Feather Duster is legal.
Legal.
Ring of Destruction is like, they got all these cards that are just like...
Speaking of Destruction, I predict that to come back.
I predict all those cards to go to 1. I think that's an easy prediction for anyone to make.
They got, like... They got Necros, they have all these different rarities for things, too, so they get
Yeah.
things like... They have a lot more access to these really big decks. They have it a lot sooner.
Yeah.
So it's just their rate of play is so much faster than ours is.
Yeah.
That's why we have different ban lists. So
And speaking of Necros, that's the other deck that has the potential to get hit. And as Justin is saying, he doesn't think anything.
Mhm.
I pretty solidly think Preparation of Rites will go to 1.
You don't like +1s?
did they do anything to their prep?
There's
Theirs
that
at
one. Yeah. I want to say Manju Senju. I want to say all the indirect support will get hit. I wouldn't be surprised if in the TCG they randomly just banned Shin. Like,
I could believe like one None of the Necros stuff will get hit, but I believe
Yeah.
one indirect support card could get
Would-
I feel like the one that can grab either a spell or a monster might go to 1.
Would leaving it the same make it
Then,
overpowered compared to the other decks?
if they hit
want to be
other
overpowered?
decks, like if they, I mean, there's basically if they just hit the other decks
Mhm.
and make it so that it's the clear best deck, it would, in one way, it would just be way better than everything, but in another way, it'd be easier to deal with because that's all you need to focus on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because like the problem right now is everything that's good that you could main deck for Necros is like pretty much bad against Clifford's.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And there's like 2 cards that cross over.
So we're looking at the difference between deciding that 1, maybe 2 decks are the best deck and having like a big like top tier meta.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. That's the what I think they'll hit them just because there isn't a whole lot of stuff they need to sell for Necros left. While if they remain the best, nobody's going to buy a new archetype if one comes out in the next 3 months.
Mm.
But at the same time, there really isn't one coming out, so does it matter?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just trying to think.
We get one
it's
pack.
Summer now, so
We get
not
the one
gonna
pack,
start
and I don't remember what exactly comes out in that
The
pack.
next challengers? No, that just came out.
I'll open it up real quick, see what it is.
Something defenders.
Cross Souls, is
Yeah.
it? I believe.
Cross Souls.
I don't remember exactly what we get in that pack that might be
Good
relevant.
stuff.
I think I like that pack.
There's a lot of interesting good cards in it, but I mean, good cards is like, means nothing now almost. It has to be broken.
Don't say it. Don't say that.
Said that. Cross Souls, let's
May
see. It says the
Lord.
Fluffle cards that no matter what happens, the Necros will not be tier 1.
Why?
It's got all the Zephyr cards.
What do you mean? Necros will be 2-1.
See, this pack has a bunch of cards that like are anti-Necros,
Mm.
which is weird. So it's almost like it doesn't even matter if they hit the Necros. There's not a new archetype that's coming out in the next 3 months that'll be relevant enough for them to be like, we gotta sell this archetype, but it can't be Necros. There isn't anything in there. And then the 3 next months, they can hit Necros because they've been out for a while and we've had our fun.
Mm.
And now they want their Inferno deck to be the deck. They want this deck to be the deck at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a good argument both ways, I think.
Hmm.
I'd probably side with Justin on the not hitting any Necros support cards directly.
Mm-hmm.
You mean any Necros cards directly?
No cards that have Necros in the name.
Yeah, you just hit the 1 or 2 support cards.
So I'd go with Prep. I would bet money on Prep to 1. 'Cause that's so stupid.
Which
It's
is
so
surprising
outrageous.
because they just released that.
Mystery guest, take that bet.
Like what was in that thing?
They have the
retarded player
the pack that Necros was in,
Is that
right?
working?
Has the Prep in as a super.
Mm-hmm.
That
The
village
Gold
that just
series
kept
will have
jumping
prep
down
in it.
and around, jumping down and around.
I saved that. I forgot. It goes in the sudden death, doesn't it?
No, he's just
Hey
down.
man,
Oh.
we're having a podcast here.
That guy was
sorry.
the biggest loser I've ever seen.
You heard it. Our mystery guest thinks someone's a loser.
Truth.
It's Katie.
If he says it, it's a fact.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cross Souls has good cards in it. I like it.
But nothing like meta
It's
relevant.
got Cash Shark.
That's not the
Oh,
pack. That's not the pack.
No.
That's Gold Series.
Oh, you tricked me.
Like all that we're getting is only things that make the decks that we're already using better.
Yeah, mathematician, preparation of.
Hey,
rights.
why would they put preparation rights in here if they're just gonna hit it? Ooh,
'Cause it doesn't matter.
Ooh, I'm gonna back
Well,
up
no,
on
I mean-
preparation.
They could put it to
Wait,
1.
is Manju in here?
But I mean, at least people
No.
can still get it now.
Manju
so-
to 1.
Manju's the 10,000, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I think.
Manju
will
to
go.
1. They're not gonna hit prep.
Yeah, that's.
I think Prep and Manju to
1.
1.
Nope.
Mm.
Back up prep's in here.
yeah,
Back
You
off
see
that.
it, man. It doesn't matter. This is the logic right here. They even got that rekindling.
We
They're
got Santa
preparing
Claus.
for the
What?
Inferno.
Santa Claus?
That's that thing, right? What?
Santa Claus. It's like
Yeah,
the
it's
other lava golem thing.
Oh, what? I
Oh.
didn't see this.
Santa Claus.
It's Santa Claus. Like we, it's so hard to explain this by words, but claws like finger claws.
He's so ugly. You can special summon this card from your hand to your opponent's side of the field in advanced position by attributing 1 monster they control. If summoned this way during the end phase of the turn, you could draw a card.
Yeah, but
What else card's good?
this is not. You're thinking about it wrong. Your opponent will control it during the end phase, and they will draw a card.
Owner Seal.
I think that's great.
Son,
Baddie
you
swap.
can make that Owner Seal deck now. Remove
This card
Brainwash.
is basically just replaces Volcanic Queen in its entirety because you can normal summon the turn you summon this.
Can we make that Owner Seal deck?
And you can
where
summon
I
this in
get
it.
my
Oh, it has to
advantage?
be defense position. That's funny.
I tribute my opponent's monster, summon the monster to my side of the field, and then draw a card in the phase. That's worth it. That's enough for me to make me do it.
Remove brainwashing, baby.
Hey, you got your removed brainwashing back. Congratulations, you did it. You covered up that neg and activating the removed.
Now I can
brainwashing.
I can tribute my opponent's cards for Lava Golem with impunity, knowing that I made up the neg. No, I didn't neg because I got rid of one of their monsters. My tribute did for Santa Claus,
Don't worry, you went
You gave
even.
it to them though.
but I got it back.
Exactly by.
So
I guess that's true.
I took one
Don't
of their
worry.
cards.
The plus that you
I
gain
think
from
I-
drawing a card is made up for by you negging by running remove brainwashing and overseal, overseal in your deck. Exactly. No, I feel this list is like setting up to be just like barely like light hits,
Yeah.
despite having just lightly hit last
That's
time.
what I said.
Like, we've been talking about the meta for a while now, and it's just like, even though everybody standing on the outside is frustrated, like, everybody on the inside is pretty much just like, yeah.
Or it's like, well, if you hit it, it'll just be not that great anyway.
Yeah.
So, but I expect light hits. Whatever deck, see, like they don't want to sell Flipworts at all,
No.
like anymore.
Is it too old?
There's nothing there.
There's nothing to buy.
And I can say for certain they're not going to hit, what's that, Summoner's Art to 1, because they want that card, because they made the whole Ignite deal.
Summoners Art Ignite? What?
Ignites
Ignite.
the guns.
Oh.
Summoner Art just adds in your hand.
So stupid.
So, like, they're not going to hit that.
Gun.
So they had to do Scout, if they're going to do something.
Yeah,
Mhm.
his scout.
It'd be nice if they just put Scout to 1. That'd be good.
His scout hit.
Stop playing this
hit
deck.
Sacrifice.
There's
Ban
nothing
Stealth.
I can make an argument for over anything other than personal preference for
Wait,
that
no.
deck.
Mm-hmm.
Don't hit scout. Don't hit sacrifice. Ban stealth. There we go.
Then we'll be back to what the deck was literally before, plus, like,
What are they going to do
Reckley.
now? And they can interact with it.
You can. It's exactly the same as it was before.
What do you mean before? Before what?
Before Stealth came out, and then they used that card. Like literally, new pack comes out. There's like 3 new Clipper cards. They only use Stealth. All they did was add Stealth to their deck. And you're just telling them we did come out with that pack.
We're back, boys.
Now they're not gonna. As much as dumb as Stealth is, they can't really do anything about that.
We're back, boys.
All they can do is just make it not easy to summon.
Bad
I
Konami.
could see them hitting Cliffords sooner than later.
Yeah, they don't need to
They're
sell
good.
them.
They
I
have
guess
to
they don't need to
preemptively
sell.
ban.
No, they do kind of need to sell Shadows, but which one do we
The
get?
do
now?
they?
What do we get?
I feel like, huh? We
What's
get
the
the
one?
monolith, right? No, anomalith.
I don't
The
know.
water
El
fusion.
Shaddai,
The bad one.
It's really good.
It's good.
Oh,
good.
is it?
Necros.
The wind one was bad, and that was the dolphin, right? Right.
Don't know about that.
Windingo.
Windingus.
So bad.
It was such a Windingo.
It was such a windingus.
Anomalith, you cannot special summon monsters from the hand or graveyard with spells or traps.
Mm.
And it's
yeah.
27.
Oh, that's the fish. Yeah, the thing that you poop out, and then you're
It's
okay.
It's a fiend for no reason. Like,
Wait,
that contradicts like all the other ones.
Yosenji Sword's coming out in the next pack, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got the really not that great stuff.
Hey!
Yosenjus are a distraction, man.
There's some pretty. So this is the Zephyr pack, right? Which gives us the
Yeah.
like things for everybody deal.
Yeah.
So I mean, theoretically, you could make the prediction they won't hit any card that's becoming a part of the Zephyrs.
Or they could hit cards and then want you to replace them with the Zephyr stuff.
Except it's like now my deck's worse, and you want me to run bad cards
Bad
because
cards.
you
Let me-
hit my cards.
Let me get some of that Yosenju TCG exclusives.
Not happening.
Why not?
There's not enough room.
What?
There's not enough room.
Why?
They gotta make 5 Burning Abyss cards, 3 UAs. That leaves 2 slots.
What do you mean they have to make 5 Burning Abyss cards?
They've made 5 every time.
They can't do
You
5 again. They
fool!
have every effect.
It doesn't
Can't get
matter.
any more.
Raid Raptor Mimicry Lanius. Are you ready excited for that?
No, Raid Robbers are dumb. I don't
I
like
was
it.
asking.
Don't
Matt.
look at me.
I was asking
Don't
Matt.
look at me.
Why not?
Don't look at me because they're bad.
Look
They're not bad.
Look at
They're pretty bad.
Why are they bad?
They don't do anything.
We also get like the good. Oh, that Yugioh Sagi card, that tuner, they just ditched to blow stuff up.
Yuki. Yes.
Oh, the best one
Yes.
ever.
I feel like this pack is actually going to be one of those like bad packs that we have come back to later and realize there's
Right.
cards we might want.
Why didn't we?
Schuberta. The
It'll be like-
melodious Mistra.
It'll be. This is the melodious cards you wanted.
Oh yes. And when's this coming out?
Who cares?
May 14th, I think.
Oh crap! That's forever.
Yeah, it's in a while. May
Dang
15th.
it.
Excuse me.
So- And that's like almost the end of the format,
Excuse me.
isn't it? April is the exact like middle or May, then June, and then it's over.
The sneak
And
people
then
do like
in
May
April,
1st.
they're going to ban anything that was popular. I mean, in
Anything that
June.
impedes upon the next pack,
Yeah.
which is a lot.
I expect the next ban list to be where they hit a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, the next one will just be like
Oh.
premium death.
Belfelgor is the name of a demon. They're just having demon names up in this.
They always were, but they always get changed. What the Dark Legion starter deck? That's new. But so we have this within this list. We'll get the World Superstars
Superstars.
Gold Series. We'll get that before it. Cross Souls, 2 silly starter decks that are bad, and then
The Duelist Pack.
a Duelist Pack Battle City,
Well, that's
which we don't
starting.
actually know what's in it.
It's got
That's
5
it.
new cards.
It's probably going to have the real card of Esperoba. Oh, so cool.
Asperova.
It's going to
Yeah,
have a reprinting of Jinzo and Jinzo cards.
it has a
Jinzo.
reprint of Blue Eyes and Red Eyes. That's all we know.
Jinzo Lord. I summon my Jinzo.
So like we're not
Lord.
getting anything that's like warrants them hitting the decks. They're just like let's let them
Paradox.
be.
You summon Jinzo Lord. That's impossible.
You can summon it now, I think.
Yeah, it's
Stuff.
pretty easy now.
Can you search for Jinzo cards or something? Is that what it is?
You can
Jinzo.
summon Jinzo's really easy.
Jinzo Giacca.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
No, it's Jinzo Ejector, isn't it?
No.
I hate that.
Worse name.
What a bad
so-
change.
So I'll just final prediction.
Yeah.
Final predictions.
Final
Is that well? Since Jeopardy is
construct
copyrighted,
to 1,
Nothing banned.
nothing banned. All the erratas except for the DMOC will go to 1. I'm not sure about like I don't want to make any predictions about what's going to go to 2 and to 3.
to 3.
No, it'll go to 1 first. I'll say construct to 1.
I don't know what you said.
I like the idea of sacrifice to 1. That'll be my random prediction for them.
Oh yeah.
Even though I can't justify any predictions. Once again.
If it sounds like I'm just hating on my least favorite decks, because I am.
Manju to 1. Prep to 1. And let's see. I'll say Firelight to 1. And there we are.
Man, that's way too hard. Dude. That's way too busy.
That was like 6 cards.
That's
a
way
lot.
too busy.
Danny Ryan to 2 says Caden in
That's
the
my
back.
prediction.
Aiden, what's his?
No, they won't do that
Maybe,
yet.
maybe
They'll do
when
that
the
next
stall
month.
plants come out.
Yeah, maybe when new plant
We'll see that in
Garbo.
Japan.
Hmm.
It probably won't even matter in
All right.
Japan.
Here's my prediction.
Here he comes.
All right. Scout to 2. Either scout to 2 or sacrifice to 1. One of the two. If one happens, then the other won't happen.
Yeah, that's what I feel like too.
Yeah. So there's
I don't
that.
feel like they're gonna like. I mean, like come like next week, everything to 1. It's something like that's gonna happen. I know we're just gonna be totally wrong.
No, see, I'm taking the pragmatic approach because I've been burned by Konami a few times. So I actually remember. So what I'm doing is I'm not getting too busy with my predictions. That's just like one of those two.
I predicted 6 cards. That's, that's as aggressive as I'm
either-
gonna get.
Either Manju or Prep to 1. Wait, no, not Prep. What am I thinking? Manju to 1. Manju to 1. And some.
My wild prediction is Dejin banned. That'll be the ban card. If anything is banned, they'll wildly ban that card.
Okay, so
I think it's justifiable.
yeah, because it's just like what is it doing?
Well, I mean, every time they make any ritual card ever, that card's gonna be a thing. Right?
What?
could happen.
Dejin?
The special summoning one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like every time they ever make a new ritual monster, immediately that is the first thing you're gonna
That's
do.
fine.
But that's like
That's been a thing before.
I know. But now that they made a ritual archetype, it's just like
They just ban the rituals. They don't care
People
about
are getting
these
irate
cards.
now, though.
They shouldn't, or maybe they will. I don't know. Maybe they'll limit that to one.
that'd be silly. They,
always been
they
around.
run one though. They still like
Really?
Yeah, they just run one.
It's like you kick a bee's nest and you've been like stung by hundreds of bees over like 8 hours, and suddenly they're like, "Ow, that hurts! Stop it! What's going on?"
That's my crazy prediction. My
like-
TCG, because I noticed on the last few lists, and since they separated, they started just doing things that like the TCG wanted, just because they wanted it, kind of stuff. Like I mean, when they randomly were like, "Oh, wolf bark back to 3," I felt like that only happened because everybody kept saying, "Well, if Voltaire's at 3," and then that is like immediately happened after everybody started saying
Spirit to
that.
2. What about that?
Huh?
How about that? Spirit to 2.
I'm not making any random predictions. They do those randomly, bring stuff back. I swear.
Wait, what'd you say?
Sub-Zone to 1.
No.
It hasn't happened.
They already made its replacement. They can't go back.
You want a deal? You want to trade? Trade. Okay. You have it. Okay, so my prediction: either sacrifice or to 1 or scout to 2, Manju to 1, and that's it. And everything else is going to be random unlimiting of random stuff that nobody cares about.
Yeah, I'm sure. Do you think anything will be unbanned?
I'm looking at this list right now, and I just
Errata stuff, probably.
it doesn't even
Wait,
matter.
is that mighty? Yes. That's my selfish one.
Yeah, they could probably do that now.
Do you think we'll finally get the Stratos?
No,
We'll
they're
unlock
not-
the shock.
They're not
Yes,
doing
yeah, I was thinking Shockmaster. Unlock the shock. Static shock. Oh my god, bring it back.
Bring a shock to your system.
The easiest thing to summon in your Senju's ever.
I'd actually like to see that against
Trying
the
to
stuff
think.
today.
Is
That would be
there
fun.
maybe? I'm trying to think if there's something they could do, considering the like OCG cards are about to like get dumped
Wait,
on.
is shock unlocked in YoTG?
Oh gosh, the shock would make you want to run the chair.
The chair?
The chair.
Hey,
Star
and
Yeah.
the other people, whatever they
And
are.
you'd run Odin and everything and summon
Oh,
the
that's
shock.
so stupid.
Unlock the shock! Unlock the shock!
we make that a thing. Hashtag unlock the shock.
Hashtag unlock the
I'm
shock.
sure people already say that. Unlock the shock. Yeah, they have Shockmaster in 1 in OCG.
Woo! They unlock the shock. It's only a matter of time.
They might actually have it unlimited because like you don't run more than 1 anyway.
I'll do it. I'll go to regionals. I'll be that guy that beats like that one guy who was destined to top if I hadn't gone, but lost because I was using a Shockmaster deck.
I mean, every deck that can summon Shockmaster will run Shockmaster. It's so good.
Well, yeah, the erratas are coming back, right?
Yeah, we
The
already made that bold
Shockmaster?
claim.
That's good enough for them. They don't need to do anything extra.
But that sells Gold Series, but what sells? That everything sells. Everything in that pack sells itself. I don't know what I'm talking about. But I mean, the chair wants you to summon triple rank 4s, and that Shockmaster is that. And you know what else makes you summon triple rank 4s? Nodin.
Maybe Shockmaster. I don't know.
Unlock the shock.
Does it matter? Is there anything you can do against Shock? Like, yeah.
It's still just as annoying as ever. You just
monster
random.
effects. Okay, Shadows don't care.
I guess it.
I do.
Well, I mean, you call monster effects and it's irritating.
Can't you just play a spell and take it? Oh no, I guess you can't. You can't take their monsters because you don't have super poly. Never mind that.
Yeah, like get rid of that garbage.
You're thinking of.
I mean,
what do you think about El Shadow the One?
no, that's silly. That only is relevant
I
if
forgot
they
about
ban construct. Like they had to do those together, or it didn't make any sense. Because if you just have construct at anything, you can just grab the one copy of any fusion you run easily. Easily. Like so much so that I've thought about just running one Shuttle fusion. But then Burning Abyss exists, so I might as well run more than one.
So you can open with it.
Yeah.
And not be a side boy.
Just so I can open with it. But so that's my thoughts on the OCD version
Where are
where
you
they
at?
did that at the same time.
I'm done with my predictions. Mine were very tame.
You meant like 3?
Wait. No.
Diva to 2?
Wait, no. They're going to bring back Crush Card, right?
Yeah.
So they got to bring back Trap Death Shoot, so I can crush shoot people.
So dumb.
Oh, here's another. I think they'll put Debris Drag into more because they'll probably release it as the errata version, the crappy errata.
Crush.
In
Debris
the
Dragon
gold
errata.
series.
One?
Yeah, it's in the gold series.
Crush
And they errated it so you basically can't summon Star Eater with it. And it can make level 8s with a level 4.
What?
Yeah.
Do I know about this?
That's what the OCGs does now. You can like bring back a 4 and make a level 8 sync.
I don't know about this. Do I?
Oh, I'm telling you now. Maybe
Debris Dragon errata is completely new to me.
Oops. You type it in up there.
Look at that. Debris Dragon era.
I don't know if it'll tell you on this one. See, that's the Japanese one, which you can't read.
Crush Shoot. Bring back Crush Shoot.
I don't know if that actually happened.
Maybe his text got changed.
Oh.
Oh. That's all there's to say about that. Oh.
Yeah, the errata says that instead of it cannot use a level 4 monster, it must synchro with a level 4 or lower monster instead.
That's stupid.
So, but that allows it to synchro with a level 4.
Whatever.
But what's the,
It's not stupid. It just seems unnecessary.
what's the
It's
catch?
a totally random errata.
Yeah.
What's the catch?
I don't know.
It's like they already banned like the Dragon Rulers though. So
Preemptive.
Oh yeah, it's level 4 or lower, so he can't go into it.
Star Eater.
Who cares about Star Eater?
and then Junk Warrior.
And then they had a similar Junk Warrior one.
The official
It's
team.
now you can have it gain attack. So it's Junk Warrior's current effect is when this card is synchro summoned mandatory, it gains attack equal to the total of all level 2 and lower monsters you control. And now its thing is if this card is synchro summoned, you can have it gain attack equal to the total attack of all level 2 or lower monsters you control. So now it's you can choose.
So, like, does may or may not become relevant? I don't know. But I'd like to have Debris Dragon too. That's all I said that for.
Yeah, alright, whatever.
So break and then comments.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Matt. Matt didn't
Matt,
say
quick.
this.
Oh gosh, I don't even
Does he even
know.
care? Does he even list?
Hit to three hit to Shadows, yeah.
3 should. You're just gonna say amount of hits?
Yeah, I'd even this.
3 Shadow hits.
Oh, he's marking this. It's
Yeah.
becoming official.
And then
That's like
Three
saying.
show. That's come on, Matt. That's way too much.
I'm not
Is
saying
it?
Shadow in name.
Oh, yeah.
See, what if mathematicers?
1 Clifford hit.
That's cheating because math counts as a shadow and a
2
Necros
Burning
hit.
Abyss hits.
And a
if that's
burning abyss
thing.
hit.
Oh man. Oh whoa. Getting busy over there.
1 Clifford.
Say that if he's favored. Like I'm not even.
Let's see.
It's gotta be at least 2 Cliffords.
At least 2.
Yeah, it's like the most
Only
one
one.
of the most dominant decks,
Only one.
and it's
man.
been for a long time.
Mine is like Shadow's is older than Clifford, so they're probably going to go away.
Take all of your expectations and then cut them in half.
That's true. If we were talking about waves, then it would go Shadows and Burning Abyss, or in like a similar wave. But they're still getting more support for Burning Abyss, so a little less, right? And then next would be Cliffords, so they'll after they've waved goodbye to Shadows and Burning Abyss, they can wave goodbye to Cliffords, and then Necros.
And then like 4 disassociated cards, which is just like
Getting
four
hit.
random things. 4 random things being modulated in some way.
Okay, and then in addition the errata.
In addition, the errata cards, which is however many.
Like, I
So
think
4,
6.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
That's way too
14
much.
changes. It's a lot
Way
of changes, but 14 changes across, what, 3 categories?
And no Necros,
No,
not even like Manju.
no. That might be in, no. I'm going to say no Necros hits.
Stand by.
None.
Oh, get on my side, Matt. All
Get
right.
on his level
Next
4
comments.
Manju. Yeah. We'll be back with comments in a moment.
We're back. I'm not gonna make the joke.
We're back. Dinosaur movie by Steven Spielberg. Make that joke again.
Oh, snap.
John Goodman.
Jan Goodman.
Is John Wick good, Matt?
John Wick was great.
Yeah. I don't like the. There's one part that made me not want to see it.
What, the dog?
Yeah.
No, it's not even that bad.
What's wrong with the dog?
The dog, people love the dog.
So, does it die?
I'm not saying anything.
Good point. But I always think that's silly that people always get more. They're more sad when like
Animals
animals die in a
versus,
movie,
like,
and then the
millions
people can
of
just get
humans
slaughtered
dying.
mercilessly and
Yeah.
feel nothing about it.
Yeah.
But the animals have cute faces.
What if they're, I guess, slaughtering children mercilessly would be sad.
Mm.
But then I still feel like less people would care. Like,
People would be offended. They wouldn't be
they'd be
sad.
offended. Yeah, they'd just watch someone just get slaughter children mercilessly, and they stab a dog.
Yeah. But that makes
What?
me cry.
Wow, that was awful.
I'm good.
do that?
I'm gonna get online and write an angry tweet. Okay, so
So no comments.
that's what all that meant. It means that we were just kind of trying to fill time.
So obviously random discussion on something.
What's this new game you're playing, Matt? Like right now?
It's called Dungeon Hunter 5.
5. There are 4
Wow.
iterations. Were they all on the phone?
Apparently.
Well, speaking of mobile games, did you hear that Nintendo is now moving officially to make mobile games?
Yeah, exclusively for mobile, not porting.
Yeah.
Did you also hear that they're planning a new next gen a new next gen console?
Like a mobile
Like an
system,
actual
right?
next gen
No,
console?
like a newer.
Oh, another,
like a
yeah.
new home console.
Not a
Yeah.
point
But I
5.
believe the project is called NX.
Yeah.
Which I have dubbed Nostalgia X. Because when I was talking to people, I was like, they should just name the next Nintendo console the Nostalgia, because that's what people want.
The
They
same
want
game again.
old stuff.
They should just call it the Nintendo 64A. And the A stands for again.
And they should start labeling Nintendo or Legend of Zelda with numbers, signifying that they're going back to like Link to the Past and stuff. So like this version, we've removed 3D graphics, and that's all that we did.
Oh,
Next
right.
version, we removed 3D graphics, and now we only have 8-bit sound. So we're getting close to that retro top-down feel.
No, wait, well, this is, no, I should do this. So that they make Ocarina of Time for the N64.
Alright.
Now they make Ocarina of Time 2. Exactly the same, but it's a 2, so you know it's new.
Oh.
And it's released for the new next gen
That's
system.
why I needed another port of Ocarina of Time. Shut up! Shut up, both of you.
Should make it UNES. That's what I would call it.
Caden, chiming in.
Nintendo Entertainment.
NESU? Wow.
No, Ultimate Nintendo Entertainment System. So UNES.
Mmm.
You play off the originals.
Or the NES 2.
That too.
Oh, you ate it! What's wrong with you?
Oh, it's country.
It's like a puff.
I just found it on this table and I just showed it to him. He ate
I
it.
grabbed it earlier and I thought it was like a gobstopper that just went white.
It was a strawberry Whopper.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good.
Unfortunately, strawberry whoppers are not as good as normal whoppers, in my opinion.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
I do love the like fake strawberry chocolate though. That's just good stuff.
It was of a different variety.
Kyle's already did a spiel off the podcast about strawberry Kit Kats.
They reminded me of strawberry Pocky, which is also very good.
It's
Yeah,
a
strawberry
slippery slope as well,
I mean, you have no choice but to complete the whole box at once.
which is good. Okay.
To complete the box.
I mean, what are you gonna do? Eat a Pocky a day? You starving child.
A Baki a day brings sadness that much
Very
down.
sad.
Pocky a day, it brings sadness. Because you want it brings the desire for more Pocky.
Oh, so this game I'm playing is a mix between Gauntlet,
What?
anything, dungeon crawling Gauntlet game,
Yeah.
and Puzzle and Dragons, or random generic item loot gathering, fusing, evolving,
Yeah.
leveling up.
The prevalent
Stuff.
mobile game strategy
Yeah.
right now, which has been copied and emulated endlessly.
And I like top-down things, and I would not have played this game if it did not have voice acting, but it has voice acting, which is really freaking awesome.
Oh,
Does
Does
it say anything about the Red Archer?
There, you can make a Red Archer, but they do not refer to Red Archer specifically.
Is he about to die?
He could be about to die. Your screen gets kind of red, so
What are you
yeah.
talking about?
Good.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you don't eat food in this game, so
Wizard
no one,
needs food badly.
Yeah. no one ever needs food badly.
It's unfortunate.
Wizard need food badly.
Okay, so
Yeah.
next podcast is about
The ban list.
The actual
ban
ban list, which we guarantee
won't be
in
anything.
Justin's life that it will be there,
Yeah,
or here, or wherever we are.
wherever we are, so will the ban list be. And you
Hopefully it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
if you have your own ban list predictions, hit us up.
Feel free to comment.
Yeah,
And we
on the
can
podcast.
we can be like,
This
Billy Joel commented the most accurate ban list.
That's
Yeah.
right.
He got it right. He knew what he was talking about. We didn't.
I was trying to think of something we could do with their ban list. I was like, we can talk about how wrong you were on the net. No, that's lame.
Hit us up on Twitter at YCG Podcast.
Absolutely.
And
Comment on YouTube on any of our
Previous and
videos.
this one.
Exactly.
We will know about it and talk about it.
Yep.
Probably. Hit us up at email at ycgpodcast.com.
Or our respective names at YCDpodcast.com.
JUSTEN at ycgpodcast.com. Kyle at ycgpodcast.com and Matt at ycgpodcast.com.
Say that 20,000 times fast.
No.
Very good, man.
I said it without you even hearing me. Okay, for the YCG Podcast, I'm Justin Bell.
I'm Matt Carter.
And I said my name so fast you couldn't hear me either.
And we'll be back next week with our band list already in progress.
If someone says something and no one's around to hear it, did anyone say anything? The answer is 42.